Yeah, I know. It's funny when we saw 6 coming out and we're like, finally, everyone's on Luke's level.
Yeah.
And it's like they're
Nah.
still not on Luke's level.
Luke is still a freak of nature.
Luke is too Shoto.
Yeah.
Just a little too Shoto.
Yeah, he is pain in a ball. He is pain in a ball.
Yeah. Like, I mean, to be honest, like,
Mr. Masochist, hi.
As it stands, they are so lucky they got Alex Lee to take the position of Luke.
Yeah.
Because if they just had like the same guy or someone else, Luke would be absolutely the most hated character again.
Yeah, if he needed good PR. Yeah, I agree.
Alex Lee gave him such good PR by being a genuinely fun and charismatic guy. Like, seeing Alex Lee doing Luke stuff makes me enjoy having Luke around.
Yeah.
And obviously he got it's honestly a miracle that his line, "You picked the wrong guy to mess with," sounds just a little wrong.
It's just a little wrong.
Just literal, just magic in a bottle. Just, you couldn't get it. It can't happen twice.
Nope. Yep. But seriously though, stop playing game.
Stop playing game.
Stop playing game. Yeah. Yeah, it's very lucky.
They got so lucky, because people are still starting to get really sick of seeing Luke around.
Yeah, I think we are now, definitely.
But like, the Memphis meme and just Alex Lee and how much fun he has with being Luke.
Yeah.
Makes me like, but I can't hate the guy.
Can't hate the guy.
Especially since they made him basically the fucking first guy you see in the story mode.
Yeah. Hey! Oh, I got Gary. Hi, Gary. Gary Buster Holmes. Hell yeah. Yeah.
They did some good PR
for Luke.
For Luke.
For the boy.
But he really needed to be brought down.
Yeah. He's in a fine spot. Yeah, hopefully it'll change. I hope. We can only hope. Only hope.
But yeah, I don't think I need anything like big.
I definitely want. I definitely want like character changes. That's basically what I want. Like if there is a new move, like JV's Chug, like just one on them, I think that would be okay for me. Just for me. But again, yeah, I don't think everyone would agree with it. And yeah, we're still too early for a drastic thing. Not quite yet. Way too early. Super needs to sit like another year. Maybe like another season. Season 3 would be like the start of Super.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. But I'm just like, if we didn't get that little patch with Ed, I would be like, I want something big.
Yeah.
Now that we got that little patch, I'm like, I could settle for something small.
Yeah, because again, at the current time, no one feels bad. Because some are bad than others. Like, we know that Lily and Honda are definitely in a bad spot, but they're not, you know, death warmed over.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. When it comes to, like, Luke and Ken, it's really on just that, like, pro-level stage.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Puncher.
They have...
Chinese chow
They
mein.
definitely have moves that I would not like to play against consistently.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking Ken's crazy leg frame trap pisses me off.
That's not a him problem. That's
that's me being mad.
It's an us problem.
I'm not proper using my tools to get out.
Yeah.
So
it's an us problem.
I accept things like the crazy legs.
Crazy legs.
It's like, and I can't complain. Like, if I complain about certain things that, like, Luke or Ken has, it's like, oh, what about DJ? He has really annoying things like that. Or what about Cammy? Cammy has really annoying things like that.
Yeah.
Or fucking just everything Wheelie does.
Now the funny thing is like if DJ was like the problem, I would be like, no, nothing needs to change. No, DJ needs this. Let him have his moment. He needs this. He's been asked in every fucking Street Fighter game ever. He needs this. Let him have it. Let this boy be normal. I know.
Like everything about his he should be thought of.
Yeah. He is definitely a fun technical character. We're just not quite there yet. Not there yet. He's weird. He's like a Dulcim now. It's like I don't know when DJ became Dulcim, but eventually they're stuck coming out of the woodwork. No, they will. There's gonna be a DJ player. We're gonna fucking hate him. Gonna hate him forever. It's very funny. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. It's really funny how, like, one day you hate a player because of their character choice, but then the next game they're like your because like I hate Laura in Street Fighter V. I never liked her. Like I hated her. I hated everything she did. Like it was awful. And guess who mained her? Idom. It was Idom. But now Idom plays Manon in this game, who is very similar to Laura, just less annoying than Laura. And I do like Manon to most extent. It's like, alright, I'm learning from Idom now. Like, this is how I go now. How it is. One day you hate a person, one day you're like, yeah.
Teach me your secrets.
Which, as we saw with Idom, he makes questionable decisions. From an outsider's perspective, he makes questionable decisions.
Every single Manon player makes questionable decisions.
I know, we really do.
Every time I watch a Manon player, I'm like, is that really what you wanted to do right
It's like,
there?
was that optimal there? It's like, I feel like you could have done something better. There's always that, like, you could have done something better in your back of your mind. And I do the same thing. It's like, damn, if I fucking, like, EX this, or, like, if I remembered what I watched and did the combo, then, like, I would have been in a better situation. But I end up just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking just do my normal combo in the corner and be weird to get a medal, and I'm like, I could have gotten a medal if I EX kicked and did that funny combo I know. Like, I know this combo. Why aren't I doing it? How to do it. But yeah, it's always really just like, what's wrong with us? What's wrong? Something wrong with us, man. And then every Marissa player is fucking reckless as hell, and I love it.
I tell you, the thing I want to find out is what's wrong with Punk.
He's falling off, which is fine. Like I said, he knew it was happening. Everyone is just getting better at fighting him, and it's a good thing. That's what eventually happened. The reason why we can't really fight Mena too much is he doesn't enter as many tournaments as Punk. Punk is a fucking regular, so is Do, in fucking Tampa. So, like, if you are in Tampa Never Sleeps and part of that fight league, you pretty much know how to fight him, and also you're getting a lot more screen time watching him. Which, you don't have to technically play him to learn him. But Mena, there's not very many videos on Mena, and he doesn't enter a whole lot of tournaments because, yeah, he's Dominican Republic. So,
I don't know.
he shows up when he can. He definitely does, and I appreciate that.
I mean, there is a lot of Punk, but there's also a lot of Do, and he tends to.
Do is just consistent. Do is just really consistent, and he's also playing Guile.
Yeah,
he's doing really consistent, and I love it.
Yeah, that's the thing with Punk is his consistency. There are just times where I'm like, he is absolutely stomping
Dominating.
on top of this guy.
Yeah.
And then there's other times where I'm like, why are you not doing this?
Why have you made
It's I don't know. He really has an inconsistent streak in my mind. Just like, wait, why are you not being as confident with your attacks as you usually are?
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this?
I'm honestly surprised. Oh yeah. I'm honestly surprised that he hasn't not to be mean, but gone with the Luke option. Because he did at the end of Street Fighter V switch to Luke. But then again, everyone technically did. So I appreciate the character loyalty of Cammy to some extent. I know he could play every character in the game, but he does lean heavily on the Cammy, which is really nice. But I'm honestly surprised he hasn't. I don't understand why he hasn't actually gone the Luke option. Maybe he really just doesn't want to play Luke anymore, which I totally understand that. I entirely feel that, because he did start Street Fighter V with Kari. Karen. Anyway, like, he played her consistently, and it's like, this is cool. But then there was just a point where it's like, he couldn't do it anymore. Like, he had to switch. He had to. And he did go through a couple characters, and then he finally landed on Luke when he came out. It was a while.
It looked for a second like he was gonna switch to Ed.
Ed, yeah.
But I don't know if he's actually.
I remember he did. He did technically. I don't want to say he did it for the video, but I did see the video that he released about that. It's like, how far can I get on my day 2 Ed? It's like, I don't know. How far did you get? He got pretty far.
Yeah.
Ed is also a really fun choice. I feel like you switch to Ed.
Ed's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's
He's got a lot to
actually,
learn. He's got a learning curve. I will tell you that. Oof.
I feel like the benefit of Mr. Ed is that he doesn't have long combos, which is probably good for him. I feel like all of his combos end really quickly.
Yeah. But there is that option, though. I have seen some really dumb, stupid combos with him. He does have some good long ones. Are they necessary? Absolutely. Just like every long combo in the game. You don't need to do them. But they're funny. They're cool to watch. If you try hard enough. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
I want to see how far you can get with his level 2 combos. I want to see how far you can get with them. Because those are insanely good combos. From what I've seen. I want to see how far you get. Having a fucking multi-hit projectile that can bounce an opponent into the air multiple times is like...
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to go through one more major competition.
Yep.
Before Akuma comes out to break the game.
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna be a problem. I just feel the foreboding of him coming. It's like, I don't like it.
I have been told he's usually a problem.
He's always a problem, and it's gonna be weird. He's gonna be a problem. I'll be right back. I need to go bathroom. ERB. But yeah, when he comes out, we're doomed. No one will be like it's like, oh, Cammy dive kicks, Akuma dive kicks. Be afraid. We're doomed. He's gonna cross up everybody, everywhere. I'll be right back. We are back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Also, we already know Akuma's moveset. We already know everything. It's like, alright, what is he gonna have? Gotta have a Doken. Gonna have a Tatsu. Gonna have a Shoryuken. Pretty standard. Easy. Then the next moves are he's gonna have Demon Flip, where he can do his command grab. He's also gonna have the Demon Kick into, or Demon Flip into Dive Kick. He'll always have that. He'll, of course, have his air fireballs, and when he EX them, he's going to shoot 2 fireballs instead of 1. He's going to have his Shin Hadoken, where he turns red for a bit, and he shoots a red Hadoken. He's going to have... What else? No, that's all his specials.
His supers?
His supers, now that's the real question I wonder. Is Shingoku Satsu gonna be counted as a different super than the 1, 2, 3? Because it always has been. It always has been. Except for in 5, where his was his revenge meter, and the input was the same. But we hated the revenge meter. Anyway. So, is Shingoku Satsu... I would laugh if his level 3 is Shingoku Satsu. And they keep the input. I don't... Like, it's always the input is the question. I don't know what it's gonna fucking be. Because it would really suck if all he has to do is, like, quarter circle forward, then he can do Goku Satsu. That would be kind of lame. Like, maybe... I'm trying to think here. Because his level 3 is either going to be Shin Shoryuken, just like Ryu. Because he has his own. Which he did do in the trailer. He did do his Shin Shoryuken in the trailer.
Yeah.
Or... if it's going to be the Shingoku Satsu. His level 1 is going to be just Big Blast. It's always Big Blast.
Oh yeah, right. 3 would... If his 3's not the Raging Demon, I mean...
It can't be level 2.
Feels...
Shingoku Satsu is too powerful to be a level 2. And it can't be a level 1.
Yeah, I guess you do have a point. Then it kind of...
So, like, I'm wondering if it could be separate. Like, it could be, like, a separate level 3, which is fine. Like, that's kind of how I expect it.
You can have a dual use level 2. We like to have that.
That's true. We can do that too.
Kami's got the dual use level 2.
True. Very true. Yeah, his supers are where the question really comes into play of, like, what's he gonna have? I mean, not saying, like, he's not gonna have anything new either. He's gonna have something. He's gonna have something. He could, technically, his level 2 could be an install. He had it in 5. He did have a couple people used it. I don't even remember what it did.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always the question. I mean, Akuma's always just kind of been just, like, better Ryu.
Yeah, better Ryu and better Ken. Better Ken, honestly.
But, like...
He's been the best Shoto.
Not to see how his old moveset, which he knows that he lose, will combine with the drive system.
Yeah, the drive system will be very funny to learn. Like, what can this man now do? What can he do? How scary is he gonna be? I like this pre-Akuma. I want to live here forever. I don't want Akuma. He'll break things. He always breaks things. I mean, look at what he did to Tekken 7. Look at what he did. He broke everything. I mean, technically later, but he broke everything. He was a menace. He wasn't even a bad guy.
Oh, sure wasn't.
Yeah, it would be very play Street Fighter tomorrow. I need to get my reps in again. It's been a week. It's been a week. I need to see what has changed from 1 week.
Your controller will not survive the week.
Well, that's why I got my stick. My stick is reliable.
He does have a stick.
I don't have to worry about the controller problem. I have stick.
Yes.
I have a stick. Okay. I think I've done enough grinding. I can at least beat Bob over here, right? I've been doing the grind. Is it a Hori stick? Yes, it is a Hori stick. Hello. Oh, Dan. That's your name. Wait, hang on, not yet. Hang on, I need a hard save because last time I fought you, I lost and I was worried about my save. Counted as a game over, which is weird. Pros use Hori stick. Nah, some pros have been switching to keyboard hitbox, which is interesting, or just hitboxes.
Hitboxes are weird to me.
Really are weird. I would probably more or less play on a keyboard hitbox. I wouldn't be opposed to that. But an actual hitbox with buttons, I don't know. I don't know. I am unclear. And also, I'm still really technically not good with my fucking stick anyway. How does that even work? Basically, your button inputs are basically buttons. Your movement instead of a stick is a button. Want to go right? Hit right.
It's basically like playing a fighting game with WASD.
Yeah, basically. Which is totally fine. Totally fine. Now, will it make you better? Yeah. I mean, will it make you better? No. Technically, a stick, a hitbox, all that shit does not make you a better player. Just, if it feels better for you, do it. That's all it is. That's why I cannot play Tekken on a stick, but I can easily play Tekken on a controller. But I hate playing Street Fighter with a stick, or with a controller, but I like playing it with a stick. Because I'm weird. And who knows? There's like a... Like, I mean, technically we all play Smash in a weird way. Like, unless you do actually have a Pro controller. Nintendo just has weird-ass controls. They are weirdos.
Every Smash player, from Melee to Ultimate, uses the GameCube controller.
Yeah.
Very.
Well, what about the Nintendo 64 controller?
I mean, one that was designed for people with 3 fucking hands?
I have 3 fucking hands. What's wrong?
I still don't understand the design logic.
It was supposed to be like if you wanted to make a game that had 3D controls, you use the stick in the middle, but if your game was only 2D, you use the left side.
Yeah, they made it so that you had the option of using the stick or the D-pad. Yeah. It had no intention of people using both.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Killer Instinct for the Nintendo 64 did unfortunately use both, and it was very bad. It was really bad. That was my first time I ever played Killer Instinct, and that was an experience.
If memory serves me, every game basically just used the analog.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really was the in-house Nintendo games that used the actual stick with that with the actual stick and the C buttons. Yeah. Those were usually.
But yeah, it was compromised.
Yeah.
that didn't work.
Yeah. I mean, do I still like my the Nintendo 64 controller? Absolutely. But then again, I'm also a weirdo, and I still like my fucking Dreamcast controller, which everyone hates. No one likes the Dreamcast controller.
I mean, I've seen a Dreamcast controller, but I've never held one.
Oh, they're massive. They're huge.
I know they're massive. But
they're
a friend owned one, but I've never tried to play a game on a Dreamcast. I've never owned a Dreamcast. Those are the only systems I've never owned. Is anything from Sega.
So you've held a Nintendo 64 controller stick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how far and how 8-way that stick is?
Yeah.
Now imagine a much shorter stick, shorter stem, and it still had the 8-way thing. Basically, it didn't give you like a whole lot of free movement of your thumb. It was really restrictive. And then the buttons on the right, you could touch them, but you could also fat finger them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, your start button was basically in the middle of a giant fucking D-pad, or pad, basically. And this is like, oh boy. Like, oh boy. It's a weird experience. Not a lot of people liked it, but I mean, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Mainly because I like the
still
game.
have
I like the
lying around here somewhere an old PlayStation 1 controller.
Play Street Fighter
Not
later?
DualShock.
Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, controller, yeah.
Not the DualShock controller.
No, the other one.
You feel the weight difference between that? You're like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, PlayStation 1, right? Or 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, PlayStation 1 without DualShock is such a lightweight controller, it's insane. It's night
it
and
feels
day.
like a Super Nintendo or just a regular Nintendo controller.
Yeah.
It's that light.
If you chuck it out the window, it'll get across the street. The DualShock will make it to maybe the street.
If it makes it through the window.
If it makes it through the
Put a lot
window.
of force.
Like, that's how fucking... Like, it's insane. It's like a wiffle ball to an actual baseball. It's so fucking weird. Yeah, it's crazy. And then the PlayStation 2 had a solid controller. Can't go wrong with it. It was just an improvement. Now,
I mean, it was basically the same.
it was basically the same, but it was like they fixed the weight problem. The DualShock wasn't as heavy.
Well, yeah. But
You know, they
otherwise
made it. It was basically the same. And then the 3 came around, and I hate the 3. Hated it.
The 3's fine. The 3 is fine.
I hate the motion thing in the middle.
It doesn't have a motion thing in
Oh,
there.
am I thinking of 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of like the trackpad thing, right?
Yeah, I fucking hate the trackpad. Yeah, I hate 4 then.
That's 4.
Yeah, 3 didn't change too much, except for the 3
It
had
the PlayStation button in the middle because you could turn on the system with it.
Yeah. Did 3 have 3 had the fucking spring R2s and L3s, right?
Maybe.
I think that's one. To me, the R2 and L2 are way too far down on a PS3 controller. I think that's the main complaint on it.
I mean, I'm gonna be real here. I have never really replaced a controller from PlayStation.
No, me neither. No. It's
So,
always been 360 controllers for me.
It's always been the fucking Xbox shit. Like
know.
I can use the shit, and like I'm not a light gamer.
No.
I mean, like
I think I've had one.
I treat
No,
my
I
controller
did.
well.
I did
I
have.
don't mean
I did have.
toss it around and shit.
I did have one PlayStation controller did break. It was my see-through blue one.
The Mad Tracks one or whatever.
Yeah, the Mad Cat. Well, yeah, the Mad Cat one.
Yeah.
That one did break on me.
But that wasn't
PlayStation.
that wasn't a
The other PlayStation was, unfortunately, I left it on my bed and the window next to the window, and it melted the analog. It melted the stick. It melted the stick. It was a hot summer.
Okay.
It was hot.
But when I say I'm not a light gamer, I mean like I game a lot. I don't necessarily stroke my controller around or whatever. I just game a lot.
Yeah. I've never thrown a controller and then it broke. I've been lucky on that. I have thrown a controller, but they haven't broken.
I've never thrown a controller.
I have done that. I have done that, but usually I threw it like on my bed, something bouncy, so it wouldn't actually break. I played in a chair next to my bed, and I'm like, God damn it!
Well, I may have replaced the PlayStation 3 controller
Okay.
because I had that one for like 6 years.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to school at all, so I was just staying home and playing that. And I didn't have a computer.
Smuggling odd
So-
jobs. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's just how controllers are, man. The life of controllers.
I mean, it was used pretty heavily before it had to get replaced.
Your gadgets were stolen. Now he's not. He's the one using them. But yeah,
But all
insane.
things considered, yeah, the PlayStation 3 felt weird going from 2 to 3,
Yeah.
but it was overall better.
Well, for me, I prefer Xbox controllers over PS. But even though I did play them, the last time I played was PS2 days, so it's been a long time. But the more I use the Xbox controllers, because the last time I messed them up was the 360 days actively. I mean, my preferred controller is the 360 controller. It always will be. That is my preferred controller. Do I
It is the
hate
only correct answer.
the like? Do I hate using the PlayStation controllers? No. But
The only reason I have an Xbox 360 controller hooked up to my PC is because it's easier to integrate into Steam, and that's what all the button guides
exactly, yeah.
for games say is
It's
X A Y B.
I always
You can never
love
set it to X square triangle circle. Like
Yeah.
there's never an option for that.
never. Yeah, it's always funny to go on Nexus mod or even the Steam Workshop, and there's always that mod of like it changes the controls to a PlayStation controller, and it's like, thank you. You people are really good. It's like, thank you.
Yeah, like because every
happen
time
for
I try
every-
playing it and it just says X, I'm like, okay, which X?
Which
Nintendo X,
Yeah,
Xbox X, or PlayStation X?
yeah.
Like,
It's like, which one are we talking about? Like, which ones? Yeah, I really do appreciate that, and it seems like a lot of games nowadays are actually implementing that. But they just call it
there's one
controller
or
scheme.
two.
There's like one or two, especially modern. Like I remember playing a game or seeing a game that said controller base 1, controller setup 2, or controller setup 3, and it was literally Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch controllers. It's
Usually,
like,
when I
cool.
see controller settings, it's just config 1, config 2, config 3,
Yeah.
config 4, and it just like swaps shooting the triggers, maybe changes confirm and cancel.
Yeah.
That swaps those around. You know how confirm is supposed to be circle, not X.
Yeah.
That's usually all those do, and it's like,
All
God
of my
damn it, guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's always just so hard sometimes. Because, what was I
And for
thinking?
some reason, I can't. I
Oh,
can't,
that was it.
in my mind, understand which one's RB and which one's RT.
Right
It
trigger,
seems
right
so
bumper.
arbitrary to me.
Oh,
Like,
come on.
it's right button,
RT
right
is
trigger.
the trigger.
Yeah,
If it acts like a trigger, it's the trigger.
trigger.
No,
like a
I
gun.
get it.
I know. Yeah.
But when it's just RT and RB, like press RB to do this action, I'm like, wait,
Which one?
oh yeah, that one.
That one.
Yeah, like I have to stop and look at the controller to
that.
recognize that is that, as opposed to R1 and R2.
Yeah, I feel that. Definitely a game that I would like to try again. The problem is I need to get a splitter, but I know how fucking just how ass the PlayStation absolutely hates the fact that their controllers are getting plugged into other systems. Because fuck you, I guess. I
yeah,
really, I really need to get a PlayStation controller to work on my computer, and then I can actually play the bouncer again with actual correct controls, because the fucking PlayStation 2 controller is the only one, and maybe 3 also has actual like input sensitivity on the buttons. Then I can actually play that game.
I think 3 definitely had them. I think.
It's like, if I can find a splitter that lets me do that, that would be fantastic. I would love
But
it.
3 were wireless. PlayStation 3 controllers were wireless.
You could connect them. There is a way.
Yeah, with
but,
the USB connect cord.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. Back in the day, I had to download a program just to be able to get my computer to recognize that a PS3 controller was even attached.
Which is funny, because that's what Lolly helped me with my stick. I don't know where the fuck Lolly found it. I don't know how or where, but she actually found the stick driver for my stick, which is a PlayStation stick. And I was able to just take it, and now I put it in the fucking Seagate, my fucking solid state, my external solid state. I took it, like, and now it's just there, and basically it'll now work with any computer. And I don't know where the fuck she found it. I have no idea. It terrifies me. Where, like, how did she find this? I don't get it.
That sort of things are actually pretty easy, as long as you know.
I looked everywhere.
Basically, the model number.
I looked everywhere. I really looked everywhere. I tried. I looked up the model number, everything, and then all of a sudden, Lolly's just like, "Yeah, here it is," and it took me to a fucking seedy ass Japanese website. And then she's like, "Yeah, just download it. Just download with this button." I'm like, "Okay," did it, and I got it. And I'm like, "Where the fuck did you find this? Where? How? When?"
Reading different languages does pay off.
I don't. Lolly. I definitely know she knows about it. But yeah, it's like, it's scary.
I didn't say you had to know all the words in the language. Just be able to read.
I can't read.
That means food. That means bed. We're good. That one means toilet.
Oh, not the toilet. But yeah, it always scares me. I don't know where she found it, but yeah, now I've had it forever now. And yeah, sure enough, as soon as I fucking plugged in my stick in this computer when I got it, it didn't work. It didn't fucking work. And then I fucking installed the driver. And then bam, it recognized it. I'm like, cool. I don't know why, but cool.
This is the driver. That's how you make stuff.
I know, but the fact that Sony is such a piece of shit, and it never wants Microsoft to recognize it as an actual thing.
It's
just
not necessarily Sony.
It is Sony. They keep updating their drivers to make sure that they're not. That's why whenever we go to a fighting game tournament, unfortunately, they play it on a PlayStation. But other people don't have PlayStation controllers, so they have to buy a splitter. But the problem is, Sony keeps updating the system, the consoles and stuff, not recognize splitters. So then the next tournament comes around, and then they have to buy a whole new ass splitter, the one with the update in it. They can't update splitters, and Sony knows that. So Sony's technically helping the splitters, but fuck is it not helping the wallets of fighting game community. And unfortunately, for some reason, Sony has a fucking monopoly on what console we have to play the fucking game on. I don't know why. So yeah, we always have to play on a PlayStation.
Tournaments are played on a fucking PlayStation.
Even though it's the worst thing. Really stop.
Because Microsoft's fucking consoles or
Just
Why
PC.
not play on PC?
Yeah, why not PC? PC recognizes everything. It should recognize a majority of
because
controllers.
nobody wants to pay that much money for the rigs.
Rigs cheap.
What? No, it's for the competition. It's for the only. We're just talking about competitions.
Yeah, rigs are cheap. Just get a small computer that costs less than a console, and you can run it on anywhere, right? Some PCs cost less than consoles nowadays.
Yeah, the PCs of these competitions would be dedicated to just like the handful of fighting games.
Yeah.
And hell, you could have capture card
You can even do
software on it too, which would make streaming it a lot easier, I'd assume.
And you can even rent them out. Like if you don't have enough consoles because your tournament got too big or something like that, you can even rent them. Easily. Like, hey, I'm gonna need these for like 3 days, and it's like, okay, no problem. It's just mind boggles me how much they have.
It just seems like something the for the way it is currently, having to buy splitters, it seems like they should have splitters for rent or whatever, or to reserve if you're competing in the competition.
Very true. I do agree with that, but the problem is they run out of splitters so fast. It's so sad. But yeah, that's also another option. But unfortunately, like when you make a splitter, you can't update it. You can't update a splitter.
You could.
I don't. But it's always third party. That's the problem. It's a third party. It's not PlayStation who sells them. It's a third party who sells them.
Yeah, no, you could update it.
Slowly cross-platforming is becoming more of a thing now. It is slow, but I feel like there's a lot of holdouts still.
It's not slow. It's just back and forth.
Really back and
like,
forth. Because
we've
yes,
had cross-play as far back as PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
There was stuff that was cross-play there, as well as exclusive. That was the high time exclusive game.
Oh.
And they just keep going back and forth on it. Like,
sometimes, some days they're happy, some days they're fucking angry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just blame Sony because they literally are updating their console to not recognize anything, and it's like that's a pretty shit thing. It's like stop that. Stop that.
I think technically I still need the recognition software to use a PlayStation 3 controller with my current PC.
Yeah. While in extreme heat with RT, press RB, take a stance, then press Y near multiple enemies. Okay. Okay. So, Dragon, Yakuza, and Agent are fully maxed out. Everything else is working in progress. But yeah, it's... I do like the idea of cross-platform, but the problem is like I know Tampa. Tampa is definitely playing Street Fighter 6 on a PC. I don't know what PC they're playing on, but they're definitely playing it on lower graphic setting, which is weird. And I don't know why.
The other thing about the PC is if you want it cheap, you do have to sacrifice the visual aspects of it, which can affect gameplay.
It can affect extent. That's true. That is true. And who knows? There is a lot of variables. Like you can make 10 PCs that are exactly the same exact specs, same wiring, same everything, and one of them will have something wrong with it for some reason, right? It's how it works, which is why you should play test.
But at the same time, like if they're streaming it, or live streaming it or whatever, nobody wants to watch a low quality necessarily. Not
that's why I'm getting a little
video of.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting a little buggy on. Like I still watch Tampa, but my main complaint in Tampa is that they definitely play. Not
on
the
graphics.
They definitely like Tekken 8 definitely on lower graphics because you can see the pixels still, and then definitely on Street Fighter where we're missing background characters in the background. It's so sad watching Zangief stage come up because it's like Zangief stage. It's supposed to have like 30 NPCs in the back going hooting and hollering and yada yada yada. But then there's the two main dudes, the MC that's in the ring, and then like 1 or 4 like NPCs in the back, and it's like, what the fuck is this? And DJ stage, it's supposed to be a party in the back. Everyone's having a great time. Sometimes the two NPCs of like the couple is playing in the water, and then sometimes you just get the solo dude dancing and jiving by himself, being a weirdo. It's like, oh, this is depressing. It's like, oh man. So yeah, I really wish that they played it higher. I don't know why they don't play it. I'm like, if my fucking PC can play it, you should be able to play it. Come on.
Especially, dude, especially because they're not actually like the game isn't happening on their
On
console.
their console, they're just watching it from a lobby that they set up. So it's like, it should be working fine. It's weird. I don't know why they do it. In all of those games, they do it.
That's another thing is
Or
I
lobbies.
kind of miss like LAN party-esque tournaments
They're still around, of course, but yeah, I agree too.
because most tournaments these days, like League of Legends, rely on server access.
Which is very strange.
Yeah, and that server is always shitty.
It's a pretty
Always
weird.
shitty
Yeah,
to somebody.
it's a pretty weird server. I mean, the poor Koreans, they had to deal with that problem with a DDoS, and it's like, how the fuck did this motherfucker get into that server? Who fucking did that? It's like, how?
Whereas with a fucking LAN switch, you could just hook up all 10 of those computers and an 11th one to spectate.
And then have its own personal server right there. Yeah.
Just have fucking 5 ping across the board.
That costs money. Or
It actually
time, I
costs
guess.
significantly less.
Shush. Don't tell him that. Don't tell them that.
The only issue is they'd have to make a separate launcher.
Yes, correct.
For the game.
Yeah.
Which, even then, it's
not too hard to do. I mean, they do already pre-patch the game. Like, even though regular League of Legends,
lock out patches and
yeah, regular League of Legends can be like 3 patches ahead of a fucking pro tournament patch, and it's like, that's weird. Like, this person's still not in the game. This person is still not in the game. This change is still not in the game, but we're still playing this patch. It's like, all right. Like, okay. No point dancing around it. You trounced me straight up, but you still got 3 more kings to go. Your next opponent is the speed demon himself, Kunimitsu Samijima. Quick as before, but now that he has the shoe gadget, his moves are mock speed. Good luck. Would you really be telling me this? You aren't hoping Samijima will lose, are you? Honestly, everyone in Castle's been laughing at me lately. It's like, oh, well, I mean, you are a clown. And assassin. Probably a serial killer. If you beat Samijima too, then I won't be a laughingstock anymore, will I? If you stopped wearing hot pants, maybe they'd stop.
Hot pants. Those are
short shorts.
Is that a knife?
Yeah, he's got like 5 knives on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
They look like garter belts?
Yeah.
Maybe don't wear that in that particular style. I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, I hope. I'm a weirdo. I want big changes in Street Fighter. Gimme. Gimme. I want chaos. I want hell. When Akuma drops, I want hell. I want it to be a new game. Oh, you're the speed demon? I thought it was the robot dude. I thought it was the robot dude because I thought we were making fun of, like, My Hero Academia. Darn. My Brody. That casual language is the weakest of the kings uses. Perhaps you are under the misapprehension. Okay. Misapprehension that we're on the same level. Why, I mean, you using a gun. Come on, man, lay off. We're on the same team here. I agree. Lose to me and you'll be in the same boat as him, you know. You're just upping the ante on how humiliating this will be for you. Are you a little bark? Are you little barks all that entertain me today, or do you have the bite to match? I don't know, you're the one with the reputation already. You have everything to lose. You shouldn't be the one bragging about shit. Like, suddenly an actual competitor is here. Prepare for a trip down the river Styx. Can't fight here. This is the lobby. Can't fight here, you bitch. Botan has stopped playing fighting games, so I'm going to stop watching her.
It is over.
She's just sitting there talking, which is good. Too bad it's in a language I don't know, but you know.
Damn, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, is this a 1v1? Oh, you ain't no bitch. Come here. Or you are a bitch. Come here. You should have brought more people.
You fool.
Oh,
Honorable fight.
Honorable fight. He's trying to be honorable, but he is using the boots. He's using the shoes. Why are you taunting? Stop Shao Kahning. Stop it. Huh? What you doing? Do the thing already. There you go. Get over there. Drone. More drones. Go get him, drones. He just throw right now. Doing gun kata. I can do that too. Stop it. Whee! The LCK is going on. That's very nice.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Max, what are you doing? Can't stop thinking about Final Fantasy Rebirth. Alright. You haven't beaten that game yet? I feel like no one's beaten Final Fantasy VII Remake too. I don't, it's kind of weird. I feel like they should have beaten that game by now.
Everyone's so busy with Cloud on a... Put on the Segway.
Fucking Segway. It seems you have a visitor. Hello, welcome to the boat. Joryu, I must be honest, your strength surprised me. Perhaps we kings have been resting our laurels for entirely too long. Yeah, but know how strong you are, Joryu. We can't just let you waltz up your way to Ugajin. Alright, so what's the plan? You and the Joryu clan are gonna sign up for another team battle. But this time, get ready, because you're facing off against the one, the only, three king dream team. Sorry, that sounded cooler in my head. Whatever you want to do. And hey, if that's how you want to play it, bring along Ugajin. Robot Man. Justice. His name is Justice. Unfortunately, his preferences to fight is unaided. This is Justice 1975. He uses a powered exoskeleton he inherited from his scientist parents. Turned down Mizurugi's gadgets. Said he has no use for them. But it's not his body nor his techniques that need leadership. Utilizing powerful brainwaves, he direct his allies to attack as one. I see. So that's why you want to settle this in a group battle. I expect you will require time to gather your allies, Joryu. Take as much time as it needs. Should you choose to engage us in suboptimal preparations, we shall best you. In fact, to be more accurate, it would be a unilateral slaughter. Such a battle would only serve to bore platinum ranks discerning fans. Let us endeavor to provide a fight a much more engaging quality. Fine. Do note, when our battle commences, I advise you to view your teammates not as precious allies, but as disposable pawns. They already are. I, of course, will do the same. What? Hey, are you calling us disposable? Oh, cease your interruption.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Quit it! Don't point that beam thing at me. I prefer console exclusives on some consoles because they don't have to get the game on multiple platforms. I'm not a huge fan of console exclusives, but I know for a fact that, like, I'm not missing much, usually, if it's console exclusive. Now, if it's PC exclusive, that's stupid and bullshit. Fuck Epic. But
What? Or you mean like PC?
If it's PC
store
exclusive, yeah. If it's PC store exclusive, fuck that. That's stupid.
Because I mean, like,
yeah,
bro, PC exclusive. That's like every who knows what this game is indie game.
Yeah.
You think they have the budget to put their fucking indie PC game on fucking Xbox?
No.
It's expensive, man.
Yeah, like back in the day when Xbox Live was around, probably could. But like, yeah, nowadays, absolutely not.
But you're talking about like Epic Store exclusive.
Yeah, because
Like,
it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't make sense. Console exclusive, I can see this. Like, I can see that, especially if it's first party, like how usually console exclusive are. It's like, that's fine. Like, Halo will never leave fucking Xbox. I mean, sure, it's on PC. But, you know, at the time, it was always on either PC and Xbox. Usually we would say it's an Xbox exclusive. Fucking Sony wanted, like, their own exclusivity games, which is like Last of Us and a couple of other ones. That was fine. I didn't care. I didn't care about those games anyway because they didn't seem interesting to me. Nintendo, I mean, Nintendo still does it, and I don't fucking care. It's like if I wanted a Nintendo.
The main reason of console exclusives is because you didn't have to pay for the licensing.
Yeah.
Because that's the issue with the consoles.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to make something for the Xbox? Well, you need the Xbox Game Dev Kit.
Yeah.
You need to build it for the Xbox.
For the Xbox.
And you probably don't want to pay that price, especially if you're getting money from the guy who's people who make the PlayStation and are giving you the tools to make a game for the PlayStation for free.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But on again, with like the Epic exclusive, it's already on the PC.
It's already on the PC. It doesn't make sense. It's almost like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where it's like you're telling me I gotta pay extra even though it's already on the disc. Like, what are you talking about? If it's on the disc, I'll just fucking crack it. It's like, there's no point. Don't put fucking DLC that's on the disc already. Stop it. Makes no fucking sense.
It actually technically does make sense.
Yeah.
For two reasons. For things like nowadays for things like cosmetics, even if you don't own the cosmetic,
you can still see
the person who does own it, you need to be able to see it.
Yeah.
So it needs to be on your system.
Yeah, but no.
Even if you don't own it.
Right, but in the Street Fighter Cross Tekken case, day one, it was already there, and those DLCs were not released yet.
Oh well,
it released with the data in the disc. Yeah.
Anyway, the only other thing is, on top of it being like cosmetics, there's also the fact that if they download the DLC onto your game install.
Play on PC.
Well, I mean, if you want the DLC, all you have to do is click Buy Now, and it's available to you. You don't even have to download it.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's right fucking there.
That's another weird.
And don't even get me started with the whole fucking, like, I know Boner's pissed. Like, he should be. He's like, you should be more pissed. Like, honestly, I'm just more pissed the practice of, like, I want Shenmue on PC. You get a disc, and it sends you to fucking Epic. That's all it did. Basically, you received a glorified code unlocker on Epic to get the game on Epic. It's like, fuck that.
I love that fucking system where you buy a physical disc from a store, but it's just a piece of cardboard with a code on it.
Oh, that's awful.
This is not what I ordered.
Whoa. I'm glad that Shenmue, I believe Shenmue was the only game that did something like that. I think.
Fallout 76 did that.
Ooh, it did? Oh, right, because it sent it to their launcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
If you bought a physical copy, you just bought a cardboard disc that you downloaded.
Is that the term, cardboard disc? I hate that.
That's what I'm calling it. It's just a piece of cardboard with a code on it. It's in the shape of a disc for some fucking reason.
I hate that.
It's still a classic. because they basically they're selling at the physical copy. They're just selling you the fucking case, which
Yeah.
is pointless nowadays. Oh, it's got art on it, but it doesn't even have a book inside it anymore. So
No.
what's even the point?
I know, it's so sad. I miss books.
I find
so much.
Me too.
I find it funny that the Elder Scrolls Online. I bought a physical copy of it,
Yeah.
and they're discs. I have 4 fucking discs in this steelbook that allow me to download the Elder Scrolls Online.
Excellent. Hello, Darkness Light. How you doing?
I don't have a single of one of the DLCs. There may be one day I finish this game since it's no longer subscription based.
Very true.
I wanted to beat the story, but I knew I couldn't do it in the 1 month of free, the 1 free month I had.
Yeah. Got Kiwami 1? Hell yeah. I forget, Darkness. Did you play Zero? Legit question. But yeah. Yeah. Maybe one day. Yes. Okay. You're good then. You'll be fine. You'll like it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily hate the Elder Scrolls Online, and hell, just continue releasing shit, so something's gotta be working.
Something's working. Yeah.
I was definitely disappointed when I'm like, oh, it's just another MMO. It could have been so much more, though.
It really could have been. Yeah.
But I mean, I thought that the story was interesting and involved. Dig on it. Ball? He's the torture one. You get a mace. You get a mace connected to him in Skyrim. Daedric.
Stop healing, you idiots, and punch him.
Daedric Princess. Which funny one was it? Yeah, Moloch Ball. Yeah.
Bowl. I'm in chapter 5 in
Ball.
Kiwami. Nice.
It involves Moloch Ball. I like the opening. What is the game? Now that I think about it. Oh right, it's fucking reminds me of Cold Lamb away.
Oh right.
In Elder Scrolls Online, you start the game as a sacrifice to Moloch Ball.
Yes. Yeah.
And your soul is enslaved in his oblivion realm.
Gotcha.
But then there's a big fucking jailbreak that happens, and
Jailbreak.
you get your ass out of there.
Jailbreak. Seems cool.
I was like, this is a pretty fun premise to start off with. We're fighting off a Daedric Prince again.
Cool.
And also and again, the fun thing is you have like the entirety of Tamriel to explore.
Yeah. Back to fucking 1 or no 2, right? Yeah. No 2. No 1. Sorry, my bad. 1. Right. Back to fucking Elder Scrolls Arena. Let's go. I have no idea why it's called Arena.
Instead of going to the location, you have the next one. Sure, it's shrunken down.
Yeah.
Still pretty enjoyable.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I didn't get to explore much of it. I did try out the PvP thing because it's also a fun idea.
Yeah.
Where the government in Cyrodiil it's kind of like in a puppet state where it's not strong enough to support itself.
Yeah.
All the other regions are buying. I believe it's Cyrodiil. It's the center area. Yeah, it's Cyrodiil.
Cyrodiil.
Yeah, they're all vying for Cyrodiil. Like, I played that PvP mode. The problem with all the MMO PvPs is that if you're not max level and properly
Geared
you
out.
die immediately.
Yeah. Usually how PvP works, unfortunately, in most MMOs. Makes sense.
MMO PvP is fucking nuts. I don't know how people play it.
I know. Boner. He's a freak.
Do that stuff.
I don't know. He likes PvP and MMOs, and I don't know why.
Is he talking about like massive PvP or dueling PvP?
Dueling PvP. And some massive PvP as well. He also likes open world PvP too.
I can maybe see the dueling PvP because then it's just like one broken character versus another broken. You can choose.
Yeah. In dueling PvP, I don't mind dueling PvP. I don't mind it.
But this one was trying to do like a war style thing where just like a whole bunch of fuckers are thrown in an objective.
Yeah.
And like there's only all it takes is just like not noticing the one enemy mage hiding in the bushes and dead.
Yeah.
And you're just like, it's not fun because you didn't even have a chance of doing anything.
Yeah. And then they always give you a mission when you're like level 20, and it's like, I need to be 90 or way closer. You're insane to throw people like these poor spring chickens to the wind. It's like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong?
I didn't hate it, but I was like, it could have been so much better.
Yeah. It always could.
Yeah, now there's like a million fucking DLCs for this game.
Which I feel like that's the way. It's the way to go, you know. And I don't hate that. Yeah. I don't hate it.
And I mean, I like the stories they're telling.
Yeah.
Every time they advertise them, I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty interesting.
And yeah, as long as it's interesting, that's all that matters. I feel like that really is the main problem in MMOs nowadays. It's just like, not a lot of story. And then we get Black Desert that doesn't even have one. If Black Story has a desert, I haven't seen it.
Black Desert is fun in its own ways, because it takes the day-to-day that much further in.
Wait until the holiday you can get all the DLC in one package. That's pretty good.
I'm not looking to play it anymore. Yeah. It's just funny that I actually have the game on a disc.
Yeah.
Something that I'm sure a lot of people who play the game don't have.
Yeah. I wish that Conan game I had a physical Conan MMO that I played. I wish it wasn't. I wish it was subscription based. I would probably like playing it. It seemed fun. Concept idea was neat. There were boobs everywhere because it's Conan. Conan. But unfortunately, it was subscription based. You couldn't get out of the tutorial zone. I mean, at least they let you play it. At least they let you play it up to the tutorial, like level 5 or something like that. That was kind of nice. I played all the classes to see which one's
Animal Life looks really fucking squishy, but also really fucking deadly.
This could work.
Yeah, Korean Jace.
Horse head.
Zinjao could be tanky. Talia, which is broken. And Zerilulu, because fuck you, meta.
Fuck you. It's fun playing Assassin on ESO. It's fun one-shotting things. That should be fun. Very fun.
I just wish it played like an Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah.
Instead of just an MMO, which it really playing ESO online is like playing World of Warcraft in first-person mode. It just
honestly, at that point, I would just play World of Warcraft. Right.
That is the unfortunate effect World of Warcraft had.
Yeah.
MMO.
Yeah. It didn't revolutionize MMOs, but it definitely felt like it did. And then everyone wanted to copy it. Ugh.
Like I said, I like the story ideas of Elder Scrolls Online, but in terms of like, I would have played it a lot more if it actually played like an Elder Scrolls game.
Absolutely. I mean, I remember the trailers making it look like it did, but man. I mean, when they showed off first person at one of those fucking conventions, I went like, oh my god. Is this gonna be Elder Scrolls? But then it ended up not, and I'm like, darn.
People, it didn't look like it was broken because it was on a different fucking... It's on a different engine, because...
I know, yeah, it is a different engine, yeah. I don't think I'm with
I think it's
player.
something, I think it's something
Something simple. Ow. Battle. Did we kill one of the horse heads? Well, that's good. Maybe I can kill this one by myself. Heal! Oh, that's cheap.
game engine and server technology electronics, specifically designed or building out.
There's a lot more MMOs than that. They're not really dead. I mean, Eve is still going and will go forever.
I mean, EverQuest will never die.
EverQuest.
EverQuest will never fucking die. And that's a really, it's endearing.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah, it just had a massive
private
resurgence.
servers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. That's fine. I knew what I was getting into. I took off all my big hitters. Fine. Compensate.
There is Black Desert Online, which, aside from the way it plays, like physically as a character,
Yeah.
as a character playing,
Yeah.
it is amazing.
It's insanely pretty. Like, it's a really visually the game is cool. The mechanics are pretty neat. It's just playing it.
And it's the combat system as a character is just bad.
It's kind of weird.
It leaves a lot to be desired.
A little jank. I need to play it again just to reaffirm my attitude on it. But
the reputation system is pretty good. It's a little weird that they made it like account wide. So if you make multiple characters, they share the reputation.
less grindy.
Yeah. And like it's got its own market system and shit like that. And
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. RuneScape will never die.
RuneScape, yeah. What's the other space?
Space Station? Oh, okay.
I have it.
I know WildStar's dead.
And there's New Road as well. Fantasy Star Online.
Fantasy Star Online. Oh yeah, that'll never. Well, eh.
Fantasy Star Online 1 will probably keep going. 2,
Well, that's the
like
thing.
it that
One,
much.
like I know that there's a private server for one. I don't know how far extensive it is because I remember that Max played it a little bit ago, like last year. But I don't know. I don't know. Chess and Solitaire will never die. We're talking MMOs.
Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, that one will not die. Absolutely. Very true.
And I mean that it does have like you can play solo and not interact with the world, but it is still an MMO
Yeah.
at its core.
At its core.
Planetside 2 will never fucking die.
Everyone seems to have forgotten that Fallout MMO. What MMO?
Puncher, I will punch you.
Doesn't exist. Like, no. He can't trick me. They know. It is still bad, full of microtransactions. It's still pay to win. No.
There are a decent chunk of... Fuck, there's even Star Trek Online.
Yeah, Star Trek Online has been going forever, too. Right, yeah. Dune will save us. I'm worried about Dune.
I didn't even know there was a Dune game coming out.
It
just depends.
The Dune game is unfortunately the same people who made Conan Exiles. Unfortunately.
The MMO or the survival one?
The survival one.
Survival one wasn't bad.
The Conan Exiles is a good game. The company that makes it are shit people. They are dog shit ass. They will never listen to the community. So if there's ever a problem in that Dune game, it'll never be fixed. Ever. It's very funny how that company has almost the same reputation as fucking Bethesda at this point, where it's like damn, Bethesda, you had multiple games to fix a problem with your engine, and it still is in there today in your game with your most recent release. And then Age of Exiles is the same thing, where it's like, dang, this glitch in the combat system is still here after 6 years. It's like, why haven't you fixed it? It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, Bethesda, there's no redemption there. They've had that fucking engine for 4 decades.
That poor engine.
Shit with it.
That poor engine. They'll never leave it. I mean, just hearing the rumors that it's gonna still be there for whatever the next Elder Scrolls game is just makes me so sad. Yeah.
That it really just depends on what your niche is.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, yeah. Not saying that isn't wrong to play 76. No, I'll never play it. But if it's your thing, go for it. I don't want to talk to you or I don't want you to talk to my children again. But you know, I can't change how you feel on it.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, Fortnite isn't in my
Technically speaking. Why can't we just go back to regular deathmatch? Go back to GoldenEye deathmatch, come on. God, that's the worst. They are
you gotta randomize the starting conditions every fucking game.
Am I the only one that's worried that they are remaking GoldenEye, right? I remember that trailer or something like that.
I don't know.
They're doing some remake of GoldenEye. And am I the only one who's worried is that they're gonna somehow turn that into
some type of
fucking battle royale game? Am I the only one who's worried about this? I feel like that's gonna happen. I know that they're re-releasing it, and it's gonna be very loyal to the game. It's gonna have the single player, it's gonna have the fun deathmatch multiplayers and everything like that. But I have a feeling that someone's just gonna come out and be like, "Hey, I made a Fortnite mod for fucking GoldenEye," and I'm like, "Why?"
I don't even think it's gonna have to be a mod.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's gonna be officially made. Get it? Fucking Xbox is gonna be like, "Hey."
Hey guys, our Call of Duty Battle Arena did so well.
Definitely not a money pit. Lost that fight. That hurt. I don't know the meta. The meta. Don't I need people who are resistant to electricity. I think that's the problem I'm dealing with. By the way, we're going going back to this level to heal again. Heal. And yeah, I have a strong opinion on games. Just don't try to. If you like a game, like a game. I like some really bad games. I like some really fucking bad games.
Well, that's the thing. Like there can be bad games people will enjoy,
Absolutely.
but at the same time, there are some bad games.
There are some bad games. And I still do like them.
Nobody should ever try them.
Yeah.
No,
There is.
no, not.
Oh,
like,
you're talking like the bad
E.T.
ones.
bad. Yeah.
I like E.T. just because it's funny. Just because it's funny. I like the lore. It's like, no, not the lore in the game. I like the lore of the game itself.
Of how it was created. Yeah.
Like, I love you. But yeah, I get you. Yeah. It does happen. Bad game as in like Nintendo 64 Superman? Maybe?
I've played it and I've never looked at it.
Oh, dude, look up a video. It's great. there's. You don't know the meme? Ooh, boy. For me, that's definitely like the cusp of a bad game, and you shouldn't play it. But I feel like you should play it at least once to know why, kind of thing. And just how disappointed I was as a child when I put that into my Nintendo 64. Like, I know who Superman is. There's a game about Superman.
These are some bad graphics, even for the N64.
It is really bad. The view distance is awful. The first level is a time trial where you have to fly through rings, and it is not forgiving. And then the worst part is, at the end of said ring time trial, when you go through the last ring, the mission doesn't end. It then tells you to find the bad guys. That's all it says. And the quote-unquote bad guys are these two cars that you're supposed to know spawn under you. And you have to figure out how to pick them up and then throw them. There is no tutorial on how to do it. It doesn't tell you how to do it. The manual didn't tell you how to do it. And you're still on the time clock. That's the first level. The second level is where the game gets better, but fuck if you got through that first level. If you were one of those lucky kids who figured out how to do that, woo, probably the game went like a breeze. Like a fucking breeze. I don't know, but yeah, Nintendo 64 Superman, I think it's just Riot kind of thing. To just know it. I think you could definitely play it. You can still definitely play it. I'm trying to think of a game that, like, no one should play.
E.T.
Yeah. E.T., like, because getting your hands on a Commodore... Not even a Commodore. That was the... Atari 2600? Yeah. Getting your hand, trying to get, like, there's emulators, I know that, but, like, not quite the same, you know?
I really am trying to think of a game that has literal no point of existing.
Yeah, there's not that many, you know? Dark for PS2 was my selection. Dark for PS2? Look that up real quick. I remember that game. I remember it, but I need to refresh. Dark. S2.
I guess we have that one fucking Rambo rail shooter that they made somewhat recently.
Ah, yeah.
That game has no reason to exist. No reason to play.
I can probably say that any arcade shooter, like any shooter you'd find in an arcade, probably shouldn't play.
What?
You know
How
the
dare
one.
you say it about Time Crisis?
None. Does that fucking series like? Does that game have like a title other than just Dark? Because I put in Dark PS2, and it's just like it just comes up as like either fucking Dark Cloud,
Alliance.
Dark Cloud, Dark Alliance, or fucking Dark PS2 games, and I'm like, maybe if I do Dark
Summit.
4, the PS. There's Black, Dark Summit, Dark Alliance, Dark Watch. I remember Dark Watch.
I enjoyed Dark Alliance.
Dark
I
for
even got it to my
Xbox
Switch.
360. Hey, there's Vampire Knight, the rail shooter where you kill vampires.
360.
That's good. Oh, 360. Okay. Dark
Darkness?
360.
Dark video game.
This game. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What was the plot again? The game follows the story of Eric Bane, Doug Chockle, a newly turned vampire suffering from amnesia. He learns that his transformation is not complete, and that if he does not drink the blood of his sire, he will mutate into a mindless ghoul. In order to avoid being the foul creature, he receives missions to drink ancient vampire blood. However, an angel, in Eric's view, appears to guide him to the righteous path and ease intolerable pain that comes from not drinking appropriate blood. With the question of his vision, he tries to recover his deleted memories, and his true self. Deleted memories, that's all weird. Like, it's a stealth action role-playing game. It's really bad. There's a game that's very similar to this. I can't remember it. It's also for the 360.
Did not be.
Would I own it? I think I own that bad 360 game. Basically, you're a vampire hunter. You're like, you're a vampire hunter, and like vampires just one-shot you. Even though there's combat in the game, they just one-shot the fuck out of you. Mostly stealth is a vampire game, and if anyone catches you, then you end up die. But yeah, it's very similar. Yeah. I don't know. Might be the game.
Jesus.
You watching the Eclipse? I've seen one Eclipse. I'm good. I'm good. I don't care anymore.
Immediately lost interest.
Like, everyone keeps telling me you should watch it. You should watch it. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm tired of it.
One in my lifetime. I'm good. It's like 2009.
It's like I get it. It's cool. It's cool. It is something. I mean, I'm gonna be outside when it happens anyway, so I'm gonna be forced to fucking see it. So like, but like, I don't care. I don't care. There we go. But yeah, I'm still trying to think of games that don't deserve to be played, because I feel like every video game at least deserves something. Well, I'm a really nice guy.
Yeah. There's a couple. My opinion is most phone games don't deserve to be played.
I did play this like school sim game on like not a Nokia phone, but a pretty old phone.
I mean, like,
and it was chapter based, and I was spending people money.
The quote unquote golden age of mobile games, like, but not golden age, but like when they first started coming out on smartphones.
Yeah.
And they got that huge surgence of just mobile games everywhere. They required energy, that refill on daily, that sort of bullshit.
Yeah.
Which then made its way over the fucking PS Vita games, and I'm still pissed off about that.
Hell, man, they made it into arcades. Ugh,
Jesus.
I know.
Valkyrie Knights, I think, is actually a game that probably doesn't deserve a try. Maybe the first one was worth it. The second one I haven't played. And the third one, definitely not.
Just trying to think. God. I mean, like basically don't play any, like, no, because that's mean too.
Say it, Ames. Give us your unfiltered thoughts.
I'm so happy that the Be My Baby lady is here to help the Be My Baby patriarch.
What the fuck?
I guess that's nice. Oh, Mr. Masochist. Oh, he's having a good time. Okay. He's having a good time. Like, I have some games that you should morally not play. I mean, I talk about a character a lot about morally problems. He's a good guy.
Is it that town guard named Grants?
Yes. He's a good guy. So yeah, morally, don't play those games. Game that should not exist. I mean, I'm sure the Flappy Bird guy would like his game not to exist anymore. I'd say Skull and Bones. Honestly, yeah. That's a good one.
Probably, yeah.
Some people seem to genuinely be enjoying that game.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a fucking downgrade, but it also doesn't look like it's chock full of like terrible microtransactions. So
that's nice.
It's honestly just fucking hilarious how absolutely pointless that game's existence is now.
It really feels like it. I mean that could be one of the games, and it's a pretty newer game, so I would put it on the list. How much of a nightmare it is. Like I thought fucking Duke Nukem had a fucking hell cycle of a fucking development, but fuck, man. Skull and Bones sounds like it was like 20 times worse in a shorter amount of time. Oh.
I'm gonna be pretty mean here with this one. Diablo 4.
People do like it, and there's a lot of people who do play it. That is pretty neat. 9 years to be exact, yeah. Oh, so it's 1 year short from the Duke Nukem problem. Funny.
Skull and Bones took 9 years to develop.
Yeah, it took 9 years. It felt like a flash, right?
I've never heard of it before a couple months ago, honestly.
Oh, okay, yeah, it took a long time.
What was the other pirate game?
Oh, don't be mean to Sid Meier's.
Alright, talking about Sea of Thieves?
No. Oh, Sea of Thieves.
No.
Oh.
Sid Meier's Pirates is awesome.
I know, that's a great game. I know, it's a great game.
The one from the same people as
Chapter 6.
Urk.
Oh god, what was that fucking shit called?
The one that launched on Steam.
And it was just the Ark reskin.
Trying to get in.
Yeah.
And people couldn't even fucking log in, or it would just crash, or just hang there indefinitely.
Oh, what was it called? I know if you like open Ark. Do I have Steam open? Fuck, I don't have Steam open. Hold on, let me open Steam.
It's quite a tangent we've gone on.
Good tangent. These
Yeah,
are
so good.
hot button discussions. You need to talk about them.
Have you all heard about the guy who's trying to prevent games from dying?
No, is he doing a good job?
Games are dying.
Hmm?
Doing a good
He's
job.
He's put a big effort in.
How's he doing?
So
Write his
he's
name.
using the shutdown of the crew to launch a big legal campaign against Ubisoft to get legal legal vernacular on the practice of basically making games unplayable once they're no longer supported by the company.
I support this man.
Sounds like a good movie,
Atlas.
actually. Like
Atlas. That was it.
Atlas. Yeah.
Fuck.
If any of y'all have owned the crew, even if you got it for free when apparently they were giving out for free at one point, then go through the process of sending in a report. It's stopkillinggames.com. I shouldn't post it in chat, mainly because I don't think anyone. I highly doubt anyone.
I've never heard of it.
I mean, I never heard the website, but I'll go to it immediately, and then I'll do it later.
I mean,
Yeah, just
if it-
so
if
for
it's like a thing.
for US, you need the only options for the US. You need to own the crew. If you've owned the crew, you got a thing. But unfortunately, it's very as he tried to get something going in the US, but he found some kind of legal ruling. I'd have to look it up again. Where basically in the US, according to US law, game companies can put whatever they want as long as it's in the EULA, and there's nothing we can do about it. But don't worry, he's putting a lot of focus on other places, primarily the EU.
Yes.
Which generally likes its consumer protection laws.
I do like them.
But hey, if you're Canadian, you also got an option.
Hell yeah.
There's a petition. Not a genuine governmental petition. They add. I don't know why the US doesn't have it, but a lot of countries have like genuine government petitions that people can sign that Congress has to respond to.
They have. That's probably why we don't have it. They have to.
It's not like fucking change.org or anything.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, thanks for saying the thing on change.org. Oh, we don't care.
Yeah. Thanks.
I think we do have something like that.
We
but
do
I don't know
have
about
something,
it.
but I have no idea. Yeah, I'll fucking I would love to help. Yeah, spread the word. Cause yeah, it's really bullshit. It's really bullshit.
Yeah, he's using the crew as supposedly the crew sold 12 million copies.
Yes, apparently. Oop, come on, controller.
So basically, if like a large portion of people who own the crew send in this report to again. So interestingly enough, what the thing you can do is there's an organization. I think it's because Ubisoft is a French company that this works.
Yeah.
You can send in a petition to some organization in France where you tell them, hey, your company Ubisoft shut down this game, basically taking away my purchase of this game without giving me anything back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And I was not aware that this was gonna happen.
Right. I could definitely see that.
because they're marketed as goods, which are sold in Europe as opposed to in the US where they're just
Yeah, we don't market games
apparently
as subscription services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we started marketing game as subscription services, people would not buy games that are
Right.
marketed as subscription services.
Which is starting to happen underground. Under the surface, it's starting to happen. I mean, even fucking Dragon's Dogma is almost technically not even under that. It is under that, unfortunately. in a weird way.
Yeah, like imagine if Dragon's Dogma, if because of like de novo or the pawn system,
Yeah.
they said, hey, so we don't want to support the pawn servers or whatever anymore.
Yeah.
So since we're no longer going to support that, you can't play the game anymore.
Can't play the game anymore. Yeah.
That would seem like absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Absolute goddamn bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the. I don't think that's actually true, but as I like the mindset that he's trying to.
As I said, the only thing I know about from the original one is that they did have pre-built pawns at every level of the game for a whole crew of 4. So like, I think what would be really fucking cool, which would I don't think it's possible, is maybe fuck, what's the word I'm looking for?
Installable pawns.
That would be cool. That would also be a neat little round. Take a server status and log it and save it, kind of thing. So like, hey, we're taking out the server, so we're taking the file of the server, we're putting it into the game. We're gonna close the server. All the pawns that were on the server are now in the game from anybody and everybody. Not add any more because we're dropping the service and blah, blah, blah. But at least you can still have access to for when the save was kind of thing. That would be kind of.
They do have those pre-made pawns, but they're not fully kitted out.
Yeah.
They have two of the 3 abilities that are able to slot, so it's always better to pick up players' pawn.
Yeah.
Dragon's Dogma 2, I haven't even looked at Capcom's pawns.
Yeah.
Other than some of the
Are you able to
limited.
post links in your chat? I don't know.
You should be able to.
I don't know if will it ban me?
No, you should be able to.
That'd be the website.
Cool.
They do have limited time pawns in Dragon's Dogma 2, which is really
That's
weird.
oh boy, yeah. It's like, yeah, limited time pawns. It's like, what's the point? The whole point of the game is to switch out pawns on a regular basis.
Well, it's like
Unless they level with you, which
to
would
these your pawn levels. Pawns you bring in don't.
Yeah,
like,
because
a whole month you can access this list of pawns, and then after that month is up, they're gone. Can't access them again. And
but they don't level with
works.
you, right?
No.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Just your pawn and you level. The thing that kind of makes it work is they have this pawn quest system where you as the player can set a quest for your pawn that when somebody takes them across the rift, you ideally want them to complete, and you set up the reward, whether that's gold or an item or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And then when somebody completes that quest, they get that item. That quest is done, and then you set a new one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that, but it's just weird that there's like pre-made pawns. The new Saint, the new Saints Row shouldn't exist, right? Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good one. I don't know. I'm just a little confused about because pawns don't level up. It's just you and your pawn. So what's the point of limited time running special pawns? That's what I'm a little confused.
I haven't looked at them. I'm sure they have something like this one looks like Ryu or whatever.
Yeah, like if it's something like that, but like the problem is it's just like, hey, here's this cool limited edition pawn. It's like, well, I put about I put like 300 hours into the game. My character is pretty high level and blah 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 blah, and then like you see the fucking characters and they're only like 70, level 70, level 40. It's like, what's the point of it?
I did take a look at the list, and they did seem to have a good span across the levels.
Which that would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they were the same ones, repeated at different levels, or what. But...
Like, if they were pawns that looked at your level, and then went to your level, then that would kind of make sense.
The big thing about it is there's no level requirement on any sort of item in Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah,
So
of course, yeah.
you can put the strongest fucking gear on a level 1 pawn and
They'd be okay,
around
kind
wrecking
of.
face. Yeah.
It wasn't horrible, it wasn't anything special, and sometimes a lukewarm game is worse than a terrible game. Can't agree. I don't know, I feel like Saints Row was just a bad idea. They changed too much. It has so many issues.
Oh, sorry. Unfortunately.
I haven't, like, the only one that I know, like, you shouldn't play is Operation Darkness, but I feel like it's not a terrible game, it's just a bad game that I like.
Content warning.
Yeah, technically nobody has to play content warning, but the content though.
No,
Yeah,
I got that shit for free.
We're also sitting here. We have to be objective. I know we're all sitting here saying like Fortnite, League of Legends, but like no.
No,
You're
they
fully
deserve to
within your right
exist.
to play this game.
Yeah, they have a right to exist. I'm trying to think of something
Shockingly,
awful.
MOBAs are a pretty small. Like, as a player, you only have a very limited choice on which MOBA you play as opposed to MMOs or whatever.
Very true.
Which,
Like,
honestly, astonishingly.
yeah, I mean, if I wanted to say like which MOBA should not exist, the Pokemon one.
Is a Pokemon MOBA?
You don't know about Pokemon Unite?
No.
It is.
Trying to cash out on a bunch of kids playing a MOBA game, and they forgot that adults can play it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then put in a bunch of pay-to-win mechanics.
Yep.
Which I'm told are not as bad at the moment, but they still did it.
Volition would still be in business if that game didn't put the nail in a coffin. Which, honestly, yeah. Trying to defend their game, and it's like, no, stop. You need to stop. Like, getting mad at the... If you're a dying company, like how Volition was, technically, mainly because of the owner, and your response to people not liking your game right off the bat is to berate and get angry at the fan base for not liking your game, that is not helpful. That is really bad decision, especially if your company is going downhill. Again, whether it was the fault of your own or not, don't fucking do that. That is really bad. Like, I'm sorry that you didn't fucking... You listened to your fucking weird scientist people who are like, yeah, it's like, did some micro studies and bubble studies and blah blah blah, and people really want another Saints Row game, but they want something different. It's like, no. I don't know where your fucking test came from, because every company fucking does that. They have like a bubble study of like, oh, what should we do next, kind of thing, and it's like, yeah, Saints Row, and then like the first thing you show nobody likes, they're wrong. Like, it's like, you should fire those bubble study people. Like, how wrong they were. I used to beta test for them since I live a couple hours away, and their management team was awful. I agree. I entirely believe it. Not surprising. Like, don't do these things, man. I'm sorry your game was bad.
I have a friend who has worked in QA up in Montreal, a couple of different companies, and has had multiple discussions in Discord about how the redacted product he's working on just doesn't seem to have any feasible direction to go off of whatsoever.
It happens a lot now, and it's like, what the fuck was the idea then?
On well-developed IPs.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just always, it just surprises me how many actual projects Anthem for you. Yeah, Anthem was definitely one of those projects that had no leadership, had no idea what it wanted to be, and then no one, yeah, like. Supposedly, it is still being fixed. Well, no, I think there was that report that said that it was actually dead now, but
It is dead now.
yeah.
They tried.
But the fact that there was like a whole like 2 years of them saying like it's not dead yet, we're trying to fix it, and then they release a patch, and then it's like, yeah, now it's gone. It's like it's gone.
Gee.
Fuckers. Fuckers. I guess Anthem would be one of those games.
I think Anthem has a reason to try and exist.
I guess so. Now, what about Evolve?
It's one of those games where people saw and said, man, this game would be so great if they just didn't try and be...
Everyone else.
What is the... Blanking... Destiny? Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Like, if this just decided to be a fun, like 4-player PvE mech game storyline,
Yeah.
it didn't try to beat Destiny,
Yeah.
it probably would have been pretty okay.
Yeah. Basically, if they went like early Monster Hunter-esque, basically, I think it would have been pretty okay. Not saying to hunt monsters, but like get that same like lobby-ish system.
The
Yeah.
instances.
Yeah. Kind of like like now I'm blanking. Fuck. Tom Clancy game. What is it? New York.
Rainbow Six Siege?
New York.
New York?
Knowing
Oh, the Division.
Division. Very like if they did very Division-esque kind of idea, I think it would have worked. Where it's like, you know, you have a hub, you can join, and then go in a mission with an instant. Like, yeah, fine. But instead it didn't do that. It did something very different. Had a very different mentality of a game. It chose poorly.
They did.
I did get the title and game idea from last game Volition was working on. The title was, and I'm not kidding, Exploding Kittens World, based on the card game. Oh, Exploding Kittens. Oh, okay. I do know the card game. That was their last game that they were thinking about making? That's pretty low pickings. Ugh. It's like, damn. Hope that wasn't like a big project. I hope that was like a minor project that they might have been working on. Oof.
I feel like... What's the newest one?
I just realized why we did that. I don't have a healer. I have no healing on this team.
Probably Dynasty Warriors.
Nah, it deserves to be all around.
I don't think you can really
Oh,
judge a company for
9 empires or 9?
9 Empires.
I don't like the
Like,
Empire
9
series
I
in general.
expect. Like 9 is cool. Is fine with me. That's fine. When they started doing Empires, I think with 8.
I remember doing Empires with 7.
Okay,
Which one's
7.
which one's the good one? Hang on, I own it. Is it 8? No, it's not Empire.
I like 7.
Not Empire. What is it? Hang on. Hold up. What's the Dynasty Warrior game I have? The last good Dynasty Warrior game.
Probably gonna say 6.
Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends.
Yeah.
That's the last actually good Dynasty Warriors game.
6 that I played. Oh, 6 that I played. Yeah,
6
6
is
had an
okay.
Empires too.
Yeah, every Dynasty Warriors had an Empires, even 2 had an Empire. But I'm not a fan of the Empire part.
I enjoy it mainly because you get to create a character.
You get to create a character, which is kind of neat. There was some aspects that were really good, but like I just hated the fact that you fought less enemies. I just really hated that.
I mean, I liked it because kind of the same reason. It's a faster. It's like a faster version of
Yeah.
What is the Mountain? It's like the faster version of Mountain Blade.
Yeah.
Mountain Blade, you slowly, and I imply slowly take over the map.
Yeah.
Fucking Dynasty Warriors Empires?
Ping, 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 ping.
You're fucking running them down.
Every time you enter a map, it is gone. It's like, I am powerful.
And then you get, like, oh, it's the last square. This is the last person we need to take, and then you switch sides. You're like, time to do it again.
Time to do it. They just couldn't get the rights to work on it, and they were also working on bringing back Xena Warrior Princess Remastered. Crazy. Fuck. Damn.
Dynasty Warriors 4 was the first one to have Empires.
4 was? Okay. I do like the fact that everyone's like, my first Dynasty Warriors was 3. My first one was 2. My first one was 4. Me, I'm like, mine was the first Dynasty Warriors, which was a fighting game. I'm sorry.
Damn. I mean, I look like the idiot where my first one was 6.
I mean, 6 was good. I mean, 6 was fine, right? No, or am I thinking 5? Which one was the bad one? 5?
7 was shit. I remember seeing 7 and being like, wow, I fucking hate this. This is stupid.
I'm trying to remember which one it was that gave everyone they just lost all creativity and gave everyone a spear instead.
It might have been 6.
Oh, that might have been
5
6.
was still on the PS2, and
what?
then...
No! 6 had crazy weapons! Boo had the fucking pinwheel fucking spears. Zhao Yudun had a fucking big fucking two-handed mace. It was like a staff, but it was a mace instead. One guy had fans, because he always has fans.
It might have been 6.
But they removed my boy Zhang Wei.
They gave God Ning a spear. I call it Dynasty Warriors 6. I think it's 6. I'm pretty sure it is. It was the Dynasty of Spears. Because they just lost a lot of creativity, I think. Like, it was weird.
What are you talking about? I love the weapons in 6.
Ugh. I mean, you would have liked 5. I mean, fucking Han Guy had a boat. That motherfucker swung a boat. It was cool. Or was that 6? God damn, they all blend together.
6. I don't know.
They blend
really
so
do
bad
all blend
together. Ugh. Remember. In a way, I'm glad they did.
6 was when they changed the combat controls entirely. Like, I was so excited to try 6 on the PS3, and I discovered that you no longer have to, like, well, your first hit, and then your first one light, and then heavy does, like, a rush move, and then your two lights and a heavy does your knock up, and then your
yeah, it's definitely when they
lights and a
started
heavy
doing that.
does- No, it's when they started leaning away from it.
Oh, when they moved away from it.
Yeah.
Which one was the one with the infinites? I want to say that was 6. I can't remember.
Don't know the specific combat. I just remember the only thing I remember was Dynasty Warriors 6 Lubu having a fucking pinwheel for a weapon. And I love that dumb thing. God, it's stupid and I love it.
Oh, it's really dumb, but it is a good weapon. Not saying that there weren't good weapons in 6. It's so sad that some of them just got A couple characters got really shafted when it came to weapon design.
I mean, I guess I
6
would...
is infinite combos.
Okay, it is
based on
6.
Some
Okay.
type of power bar.
That was it, yeah. Okay. Yeah, 6 was the problem child for a lot of Dynasty Warrior people playing. Because I think that was the one, that was the one where we lost to unique weapons, as in, you went on a mission, and if you completed specific things, you got the weapon upgrade to get a better weapon.
Yeah, there were weapons. There were weapon upgrades.
Yeah.
There were random drop weapon upgrades.
Yeah. God, I can't remember. I have 6. I need to play it again.
I had 6. I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, the 4th weapon was removed.
Right. Yeah, the 4th weapon was removed. So sad. Not the doggone, like 6 had a lot of problems, but yeah.
They added random stats to weapons.
I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that part. But...
That wasn't a bad thing.
No, that was
some of the requirements to get those 4th weapons were fucking brutal.
Fucking brutal. They were. Ugh.
But at least everybody knew Zhang Fei's, and it was easy as shit.
And it was easy as fuck, right? Yeah.
Defend the bridge.
Defend the bridge. Defend the fucking bridge. That's all you gotta do. Easiest fucking mission ever. God, I still haven't put up a game that shouldn't exist. I want to be part of the club.
6. All I remember is Lubu's.
Yeah, Lubu's had I mean, that's when he got the pinwheel, and he still has it in 8, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I primarily remember the characters I like playing. Primarily Lubu. God, I know I've been saying his name. But who's the eye patch guy?
Yahoo Tweed.
Yahoo Tweed.
It's Yahoo Dude, but yeah, Yahoo Tweed.
I loved his giant fucking two-handed mace.
Oh no, that was. Nope. He had an eye patch. Right, yeah, because Yahoo Dween had a sword, and it got changed to a club. Yeah.
Boy, it's massive. The club is amazing.
I know, but the sword was just as big. Cool.
I like the mace. It's stupid.
Because Swan Guy had the two-handed mace before. And then, yeah, I think they gave him the boat. In 6.
Always that one lady with the chain sword.
Oh. I forgot about that. You know what? I'm gonna look on my phone. Fucking Dynasty Warriors 6 weapons.
You're not gonna I'm having a bitch of a time finding the unique ones. I remember tons of unique weapons. There's the one guy with the claws. Actually, that might be...
That's Shanghai. Yeah. Shang-Yi.
Right, that's the big sword with the ring
The
decorations.
rings. Yeah.
No, there was definitely a good. It's not that there weren't. Like each of the characters you could play had their own
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
But they went when you play in free mode and whatever, and they throw in NPCs. They went back to the old style where everybody just copied a moveset and altered it a little bit for like random generals and stuff. So, which is why you would sometimes see a lot of people with the same fucking weapon.
You know what? Just give me characters, because usually the characters had the fucking weapon in their hand. Just give me a fucking picture. Oh yeah, Cal Ren got turned into a fucking unit. Right. Right. Yeah, Cao Cao still had a sword. Cal P, I think he still had the double sword. No, he got reduced to one sword. Right.
And they
Cal
took out Menkuo and Zhu Rao.
Cal Ren
Like-
had the got a fucking two-sided spear instead of the spear sword that he had in the previous game, which was so sad and cool. Or shield, sorry, spear shield, which was really neat. Dian Wei had an axe, and then they gave him a wrecking ball.
Yeah, they gave him the giant fucking ball on a chain.
Sima
That's
Yi,
right, yeah.
Sima Yi's weapon changed for the better with the fucking weird, funny claw things. Oh yeah, Xiao Huan, he had the giant fucking ring sword that fucking Xiao Duin used to have. Basically, they
I'm sure
switched weapons. Basically,
I'm sure they changed Sun Shengjing's in.
yeah, there's
6
Xiao
as
Duin
well,
with
'cause they do.
giant fucking
They
mace.
basically change that every fucking game.
Xu Huang.
Who
Yeah,
was this guy who had the 2 crescent axes? I don't remember his name.
Zhu Huang, he just had his weapon again. Zhu Zhu, did you still have the mace? Yeah, you still have the mace. Good. Zheng he always keeps the claws. Actually, oh right!
Oh, there it is.
No! Zheng He didn't have claws! They gave him a spear! That was probably the worst offense that I can possibly think of. Like, right, like that was awful. He was the
Right.
drastic change characters. Yeah, Zheng Liao had a... Oh yeah, he had
he has
halberds.
the crescent axes.
Yeah, he had the 2 halberd axes, yeah. He used to have one spear, but I think that was pretty cool. Then Shenji, they gave her a whip instead of her fucking smoke pipe. I missed the smoke pipe. Guan Ping, he also had a crescent spear. Pretty lame.
That's just the weapon I expect Guan Yu to have.
Guan Yu's weapon is the Guando. He has to have it. It's literally
Yeah, it's set for him.
Uh,
That was always his 4th weapon, was that, and everything else was just weaker versions of that.
Huang Zhang got changed to a giant sword, which I hate because he used to use a bow. So it's like, fuck off. Liu Bei, he still had his 2 swords. They didn't change it much. Ma Chao had a spear. Yep, it's still his spear. Okay, good. Pang Tong changes on a daily basis. He never knows what he wants to fucking be. Today he's a moth. And yeah, he was still a sorcerer. Wei Yan, I think he still had the double. No, they gave him a club.
Big drum club.
Right, yeah, he had the double-sided spear, which was really cool. You used to breakdance with it. It was so neat. Yui Ying had a bow, which is fine. Zhang Fei, he of course had a spear. Yeah, the double. He got the
Yeah.
double-sided spear. Right.
I don't know why Dynasty Warrior 6 gave Sun Shengjing a bow instead of a fucking twin chakrams.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, why are there 2 Xiaohus? Wait, what?
Zhao
Yu-
Yun 2.
Xiao Yun, Xiao... What the fuck? Why are there 2? Anyway, and then Zhuge
That's the
Liang...
same weapon.
Yeah, and then Zhuge Liang had the fan. Because he always has a fan. Yeah, Gan Ning, very disappointed that he got a fucking tiny-ass daggers. Hated it. Huang Gai... Oh, he just had a club. Okay. Which one was the boat one, then? God damn it. Ling Tong, he used to have... Was Ling Tong Tonfas? No, that's Sensei. Ling Tong, I forgot your existence. Fuck off. Lu
Ling
Meng,
Tong?
he had a spear. Still has a spear. Lu Jun, he had double sword. He now just had 1 sword. Sunsei had Tonfas. They gave him a spear, right? See that what I mean by spear? It's like he had Tonfa, now it's a spear. Sun Jian had a sword. He still has the sword.
Someone has nunchucks, I just don't remember who.
Sun Quan had a sword. He now has the weirdest ass.
Nunchucks. I remember that guy.
That was oh, he's
Ling
not.
Tong.
Yeah, Nunchuck was Ling Tong. Right. That was it.
And then in 6, they gave him
A spear.
like a 3-pole spear.
Yeah, Sun Xing had a bow. Oh yeah, Tai Shi Si, who had the double clubs, they gave him a spear. We only had one. We only had one of the Quayo sisters, and it was the worst one, to be honest. And she used double fan. Yeah, that's right. I called out your fucking Xiao Qiao. Fuck you. Zhao Tai still had a samurai sword, right? Nope. It was kind of like a weird, just curved blade. Xiao Yu was a spear. No, he got a stick. Right, they changed it to a stick. He went from sword. Yeah, it's a stick. Deo Chan, she had a fucking blade whip.
Yeah, she is a blade whip.
Dong Zhuo, I just remember throwing bombs. Like his weapon was a club, but it's bombs.
Okay.
And then yeah, the current Lu Bu with the fucking yeah. It's a good weapon.
Pinwheel spears.
Yuan Shao used to have a sword. Now it's just a bigger sword, and he looks just like him. And then everyone's favorite terrorist, Zhang Jiao, still had a staff. All right. Everyone's favorite yellow turban. Yeah, there was just a lot of characters that just got spears.
I forgot about Xiao Ren.
Yeah, Cao Ren.
Marine looking ass.
Yeah, he became a unit. Like, that is my favorite design for Cao Ren. It is my favorite design. And he ran like a unit, too. He was like, It's so good.
Like fucking Zhao, fucking the way motherfucker with the axe. That guy was a as well.
Yeah.
He was built.
Build. Different.
Not even different, just they added parts he didn't fucking need.
Like, there are some good design choices. Like, Six, like, visually was really incredible at the time. Definitely an improvement in stats, or, like, in visual improvements. But, like, fuck, man. A lot of characters lost a couple of identities to them. Which usually was their weapon. Which they kind of brought back in the later games, but then they decided to just let everyone use a weapon, any weapon, and then you got one special move with said weapon. It's even worse too. Like the character would just pull out their signature weapon to use their Muso move. It's like, alright. It's like, okay, even if you don't even have it equipped.
Where the fuck were you keeping that spear?
Like, where was it?
Up your ass? Up your head hair's ass?
Like, Lu Bu, I think in Extreme Legends 8, his weapons were spears, ironically. Even though his weapon was designated as something different. But he had 3 stars in spears, 3 stars in his pinwheel weapon, and then 3 stars in a sword, I think. And it's like, all right, I'm not gonna let him use his pinwheel spear. I'm just gonna make him use his regular spear moves and stuff like that, which one was hindering.
Speaking of Dynasty Warriors.
And then yeah, when you did his Muso, he just pulled out the pinwheel spear anyway. So it's like, all right.
You guys ever played the MMO?
Oh yeah, the Dynasty MMO? No, I never played it.
Yeah.
I never played it. No, that was awful.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, that sounded bad. Instead of Elysian Deep Silver in the campaign Hill building, oh yeah, campaign Illinois building, they were going to a Midwest headquarters for Embracer Group LLC. They were going to be. Welcome to Embracer Group, where you die. You will
Embrace you to death.
die. To death. Hope you don't like your CEO because he will be gone and replaced with a fucking lawyer stooge whose only job is make money. Love money. Happens every time. No fail. Thank you for healing, and I am now winning fights I was losing. I put a healer in the group. I love that I have 2 dudes who just pull out a gun. And then they just start blasting.
guns. The ultimate weapon in the arena.
Yeah. What fucking game doesn't exist?
Hmm?
Trying to think of a game that shouldn't exist.
No.
Bill. Like, what was just like a waste of time of a game? Like, it didn't matter. No one liked it. Huh? No. No.
I can't think of anybody.
Damn, man. Punch, 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 punch. Fucking blast me away. You know what? I'm starting to get really pissed off about Kamiyama. The fuck was he doing just now?
Cannon.
The fuck was that? Yeah, because he shoots it and it makes me go flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's massive.
The contrary was in that cannon.
Yeah.
What that looked like.
Insane. Kamiyama, are you? Oh, you're level 20. Okay, I don't want to ever use you again. Okay, good. I'm having an existential crisis on like which games are bad. Help. Fuck.
I mean, there's plenty of games you can say are bad.
I know, but I'm trying to
But
think of one that's really bad. Like, it shouldn't exist bad.
I mean, the thing is, you're thinking about games that are bad. You need to be thinking about games that are so mediocre that you question why, like if you play it, you'd say, like, I mean, yeah.
Some of the Siphon Filter games, but that's a hard reach. Okay, I got one. Alright, I got one. Does anybody remember a game called Operation Winback? It was
Not aware.
It was I think it was PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64. It was a really cool game. It was like almost Metal Gear-esque. Like it had like Metal Gear ideas of like bomb defusals and things.
PS2, 64. This was a Koei game, Ames.
Yes. Now, that game is good. It had a sequel, I believe, for the 360. That one.
Oh, hold on.
That one. I like Operation Winback. It's a great game. Nothing like going into a secret underground fucking facility with a huge ass map, and then you were part of a team and you're the rookie, and then you find out that your entire team is fucking double agents. They try to kill you, and then the entire game is you trying to kill them in the secret facility by yourself. It's great.
There's multiple endings on that, Ames.
There is. It's really cool. Winback was a good game, but I'm 90% sure it had a fucking sequel.
I'm not seeing
Technically.
anything about a sequel.
Winback game. I remember it because someone said. Because it's not like Operation Winback 2. It's called something different. Storm? No. No. Winback.
It didn't
Sequel. because there was a fucking yeah, Win Back 2 Project Poseidon. That's what it was called. It came out in 2006 for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. That one shouldn't exist. That's a game that shouldn't exist. Oh,
that's because it went from Omega Force to Cavia.
Yeah. The Operation Winback was just like a single player run through. It had an interesting story, interesting idea, thought provoking ideas at the time. Then Operation 2 came out, and I shit you not, you have to complete every level twice. Then you need to complete the level backwards twice. It was weird. It was a really weird game. And I remember D4 rating the game, which is why I remember it. And they hated it. They fucking hated that game. I feel like that's a game that shouldn't exist. 4.4 on IGN, damn. Because, like, the characters changed, even though they make reference that, like, it happened. You're a different crew. You're not killing your own teammates anymore. There wasn't... It was a very different story. Have you recruited all the people you can get in the game? Probably not.
Outside of Gotcha.
Yeah, because the gotchas ran out. I can talk to them, but they just say, like, you bought all my fighters. I can't give you any more. Like, some gotcha they are. Give me repeats. Call yourself a gotcha. Because, like, that's the only game I can think of, like, is it a bad game? I mean, it's a game. But did it need to exist? Probably not.
Would you add Suicide Squad to that?
No, it's unfortunately a game. Basically, if the game came out, and then the servers died, like, a week later, then I would say, yeah, it doesn't exist. The game is still going, and now we're gonna be able to play as the Joker, I guess.
Because that sounds oh so fun.
I don't know. Again, I give that game about a year or two. I give it entirely. I'm probably gonna be mean, but I would say Fall Guys. There is some entertainment value to Fall Guys, but
there is entertainment value to Fall Guys, and it is largely the only game of its kind.
yeah, just a mini game.
Fall Guys has the downside of just not enough.
Yeah. They ran out of ideas really fast.
Yeah, it ran out of ideas really fast. So, like, when it first came out, everyone was playing it, everyone having fun with it. New ideas. But the maps are not diverse enough to have such unlimited playstyle.
Yeah, and they focused a lot more on, like, customizing your more than, like, adding more fun things to do. Yeah.
It kind of just lost.
Yeah. Now, did that spark last a long time? Yeah, lasted a good chunk of time. I still see people play it on occasion now, but definitely not what it used to be like. Obviously, no game survives like that. but
I still have friends who play it, but yeah, like I wouldn't say it's didn't deserve to be played or anything because that's just
God, because the
it
worst
is
part
what
is
it
like
is.
the worst part is like there are copycats of Fall Guys, and I don't know if they do deserve to exist because technically they're just meme. Like we all know, Squid Game? Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Yeah, Squid Game.
Oh yeah, Squid Game.
That game hasn't been updated in 3 years, but people are still playing it today, and I'm like, does it need to exist?
I don't know this game. Like,
It's
I
making
know
fun of
the
it's
series.
yeah, it's making fun of yeah.
But I didn't know there was a game.
Yeah.
But,
Or was
on the
it
topic
was
of
Crab Game, right?
Crab
Was
Game, that's it. Yeah, Squid Game's the actual show. Crab Game is the funny.
Squid Game is the show. Crab
Yeah.
Game is the joke game, kind of like being like. I would say it'd be brutal Fall Guys, but honestly, since they didn't put in much like, it's
Again,
a very
yeah.
like low effort game, all things considered. So there's
Yeah.
no like gruesomeness to it.
Oh,
it feels like it should.
Yeah. Cause like I do like Crab Game. I do like it. Like God, I wish they didn't drop it immediately. It has the Christmas update. That Christmas update was 3 years ago. And it hasn't gone away. Hasn't gone away at all. All the games like Getting Over It need to go away. But what about the philosophy?
Kidding. Listen, if people didn't want to play it, they wouldn't.
this is true. At the same time, I mean, there's a sense of accomplishment with those style of games where it's meant to aggravate you and test your limits and all that sort of stuff.
Feels like it should exist because he crafted that game to be just annoying enough. He knew what was gonna push your buttons. So many other copycats do this like issue where like they have too many actual like too many like genuine cuts, too many safety nets instead of just creating something that actually feels broken. Like, getting over it, people are gonna be like, gonna yell at him for not doing what they want to do. But he's doing what you told him.
He's doing what you did.
Oh, you can't do it? Talk to the speedrunners who can do this fucking game in a minute.
Have you played Baby Steps though? Like what the fuck? I have not.
I've seen Baby.
I have not. What's that about?
It's another one. It's a similar type of game where you have to like control the guy.
Is it that weird one that we saw a trailer for?
Yes, we saw his trailer for.
Okay.
You have to play it step by step.
Got it. Got it.
It's kind of like it's the 3D version of a difficult climbing game.
Yeah.
About climbing.
Yeah, and it has like, cause it's the funny one where like, that's the one with the trailer where like, you're running, and then some weirdo guy talks to you, and then he dies, and then you just move on.
Hey, use your grappling hook.
Yeah, grappling hook. Yeah, use your grappling hook. Yeah, okay. It is that trailer. Okay.
Pull
Yeah.
that grappling hook.
Okay, yeah. Like Quap got it. Don't forget about.
It's basically 3D quap, all things considered.
Got it. That one's pretty funny.
I genuinely enjoy their existence. Mainly, they are a content farm.
They are. Yeah.
And then they're also fun because you get to watch the people speedrunning them, and the people speedrunning them have trained so hard.
I feel so bad I feel so bad for them because I feel like if they go on to another game, it's gonna take them a long time to readjust to reality, kind of thing, right? It's like, like, is this what a normal game plays like? Where the movement is not a chore? What it's like? There are a lot of them.
Getting over it, the new one, difficult game about climbing. There's that one Pogo Stuck, that was another one.
Yeah, that was another one. Jump King.
King,
Only up.
Again, I feel like these games don't necessarily. I think Jim King is trying to be more unique in his own.
Yeah. That has really good art and stuff.
And there's things like Only Up. Honestly, as I watch people play Only Up, I'm like fucking hate. There's so many like.
There's really safety measures. There are a lot, yeah.
So many safety measures. Like you're not even fucking trying. Let his body push you to your limit. He wanted you to actually test what you could possibly do with this game.
Like, why are you getting
Only Up has like 5 trampolines that get you straight to the top.
Yeah. You just had to know where they were. It was like, wee. What about Amogus? I mean, Amogus deserves. I still think that it was a terrible business decision to not move on to 2. To do the idea of like a 3D Amogus and like really cool and things like that, but people wanted it to stay the 2D with the really bad engine that they're using, which is why it's really hard to do things in that game.
The worst part is they've added on more roles and shit, so
I
it's just
know.
fucking Mafia and Witch Hunt all.
Yeah,
fucking
it is now
which
changed.
Is why I feel.
Yeah, it's now a different town of Salem. Yeah, different one.
Which is why I feel that Among Us shouldn't exist, because it is just a Mafia.
One
or
Night
a
Werewolf, Town of Salem.
Yeah.
All those funny games. Yeah. Role based.
To just go into a
Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Warcraft.
Trouble in Terrorist Town. Yeah, just all those things. Yeah. Where like I feel like if they went to the idea of Among Us 2, I think it could have done a little more creativity to make it more standoutish from the other weird games like that. But again, apparently a lot of people wanted it to stay the way it is, so I'm like, alright. I mean, I can't deny them.
I mean, I feel it's on that same trend of games that require actual people to play with.
Yeah.
Like people you know and can enjoy. It's a content game.
It's a content game.
I know people did play it just with randos.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you're able.
If you're able to do that and make friends from that, hell yeah.
You are a better socialite than me. You should probably actually be going outside.
Touch grass.
You seem like the kind of person that doesn't want to play video games. If you can hop online to a game Among Us and it's actually enjoy company with randos. You don't belong in this room.
You are a social butterfly.
This is your victorious. You have 30 seconds to.
Yeah, and again, that's been my mindset with Lethal Company.
But Lethal Company has a goal.
Sure, it has a goal, but I mean, that's kind of the point of all of this, right? Among Us has a goal.
Well, content warning doesn't have a goal.
It's an April Fool's joke, though. Yeah, I guess you could argue the game doesn't.
Yeah.
But people are enjoying some. It has. I guess it really does just kind of exist for content creators to make content.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, because sometimes you can have a dry spell for content.
Yeah, it's just.
I've been on YouTube for a while. I've seen what happens. I've seen what happens. You can't be a horror streamer forever.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, should every single fucking, like, random itch.io horror game that I see streamers playing for like 1 week and then it disappears, should that not deserve to exist?
No.
They're fucking everywhere, and I feel like every week there's a new one.
There is a new one.
1 week there was this one game called like Station 8 or something. Where
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I've watched a lot of people play that.
I've seen that. Yeah. No, it's like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Really quick, and it's a horror game. And it's like,
And then, like a month later, someone made this like other recursive game called Shikiken. What's the Japanese word for train? It's the big train. Fuck.
I've seen that game too. The person I watched
Yeah,
was
yeah.
last week or something. Played Station 8. Was like, what the fuck? Why is this game so short? I'm gonna try this other thing,
Yeah.
which this recurring people developed. Basically the same fucking thing, just on a train,
On a train.
and it had multiple endings.
Yeah.
Um,
I never clicked the videos, but I have seen the Hololive people play it and a couple of other rando people play it.
what's the fucking train? It's like Shakikin or something. I don't remember.
Probably.
The fucking long ass name.
The long ass name
the,
one.
The bullet train. Yeah.
Yeah, the bullet train.
Yeah, it's got a long name. Gary. Send in the Gary.
Is it Shakikin? Yeah, it's like Shakikin 00 or something, and that's another recursive thing when you're on a train, and you gotta check for anomalies or whatnot, like it's observation.
Yeah.
It's like, do all these random horror games need to physically exist? They don't need to.
They don't need to.
Someone wanted to make a game and people decided to play it. So
And you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
it didn't cost me anything.
And I appreciate those content people. I
I will
appreciate
say Shinkansen Zero looks good.
Shinkansen. That's it. That's the bullet train. Shinkansen.
It looks good graphically, is what I'm saying. There was a decent amount of effort put into that, whereas opposed to the Station 8 game, it's literally just like copied and pasted posters all the fuck over the wall. There's a door missing. The assets literally grow, like that sort of anomaly. Like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't actually seen anybody play the game, and I'm like, I just know they exist. They're not my cup of tea, but I appreciate their existence.
Or what about the I can never remember the exact. No, it's not that one. There's a fucking neighbor game that's just literally Paper Please, but with a horror theme to it.
Paper Please Neighbor?
Neighbor game.
Hello Neighbor?
Is it Hello?
No, that's not Paper Please.
That's Not My Neighbor.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
It's a game called That's Not My Neighbor, and it's literally Papers, Please.
Got
But it has
it.
a very minute horror aspect to it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Does it deserve to exist? It's literally just copying Papers, Please.
Yeah. I think if it's a different take on it, I think it's fine. If it's
just
different.
Kind of
Yeah, it's hard to say. I do think that they should stop making DLC for Sims 4. Never. But
How
none.
dare you? That's like taking the money right out of fucking Sim
Fuck.
EA's mouth.
Fuck, I got. But none. How is anybody like fuck? Like the fact that there is don't go to Lover's Lab and look up fucking Sims 4, because oh boy do you get massive overhauls and it's not a great idea. But the funny thing is like I saw a ad for The Sims 4 and all I could think of, oh god, why did you do this, EA? And it's The Sims 4 and their latest DLC, Horse Ranch DLC. And I'm like, you're stupid. EA.
It's always stupid.
I mean, if
You're-
we're talking DLC, this is gonna be a long list. Let's be real here.
But I saw the Horse Ranch DLC and I'm like, I'm just thinking like, oh, Lover's Lab is gonna fucking destroy this game again. It's like, oh no. Done fucked up. But yeah, should they stop? Yes. Will they stop? Nope.
Again, it's why it's so hard to consider which is the game. I used to say things like licensed games, but honestly,
Or
most
whatever.
games have.
Yeah.
But on rare occasions, they do really fucking make something of it.
Yeah.
The vast majority of EA Sports games.
Except with
You
the big
have a
license.
point.
Except for the big license. Love the big ones. EA Sports. Love those games.
No, they.
I feel like there's a good realm to say it. Like the EA Sports games, and I mean every other
one.
Of just copying real life sports.
Yeah.
They don't do anything with it. They haven't advanced it.
The biggest
Some would
advancement to
argue
those
they've
games,
gotten worse.
like the biggest advancement was when it went from 2D to 3D, and then from 3D to HD. That's it. They haven't done shit.
And they release it every fucking year. Like
fucking year. And they use the excuse that, like, oh, because the fucking
the roster.
That's literally what you're buying is a new roster.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing,
Which-
and it's like you can easily update that. Easily.
Like, at which point, $5 DLC if you want the roster for that year.
Fine. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? Go for it. Yeah. Your game already
people
sells
will
like
buy it.
fucking hotcakes, right? And then your fucking reputation would be through dog shit, though, right? Like, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, like legitimately, when they make the big jump to whatever the fucking game is gonna do, like when they did from 3D to 2D or HD from 3D, they have a new game for that. Understandable. That's fine.
Say it's new.
Yeah, you know the actual like big genuine.
Yeah,
depending on
because
And
the
then
game,
they
you could
just do the
update
forever
graphics in
DLC
there.
that EA is already okay with because of Sims.
yeah, because
But
like
yeah, I gotta give you with like the licensed sports games.
yeah,
There's like, especially with like you know EA, everyone's like, it's just the good. There's the good one.
there is
and
the good one. Yeah, which I
What
think
the
is.
good one?
I remember if you want the old school, it is 2003 for NFL. We'll go up in NFL. NFL, it is 2003 when it still has Madden. And 2008? Which one? Yeah, I think maybe 2011, 2008. I can't remember. Either way, those are the only good ones in the modern era, as people say. For NFL.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
only know it
hockey.
because Angry Joe complains about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the hockey one. And then there was an NBA 2K that I remember that was.
But yeah, there's always just like the one that everyone thinks about being like, oh man, this was so good, and they should just bring all this back. But they can't bring it all back because then it
can't.
looks like they're not advancing.
They're
their
not
game.
advanced. Yeah, and then like Dark said they reuse some older mechanics and say it's new, which I remember. I think it was 2 years back. That NFL one. They're like, oh, like the crowds will now react to different things that happen in bloody bloody blood, and there's not that, and you're not gonna see the same NPC anymore. Meanwhile, I saw a video that cut back to the good one, like 2008 or 2003 or whatever, and it showed them doing a wave and shit that apparently was gone forever until 2020. Apparently the crowd could never do the wave, but they could do it in 2003 or 2008. And now they
What?
brought it back saying it's new, and
That
it's like,
shouldn't
what the
be.
fuck?
That's not a mechanic.
I know!
That's
That was the selling point for it.
What the fuck?
Selling point.
That has nothing to do with your game. That's
I
just
know.
background noise.
All right, yeah. The
Yes.
fucking sidelines have more life than ever. With like things happening on the sidelines, interaction. Your characters can now run into the people on the sidelines again. And it's like fucking Christ. Yeah. It's like, off. Meanwhile, I go play Blitz the League, and I fucking tear a person's head off, and then I go tackle the referee. Like, fuck you, right? It's Like, I'd rather play that. Fuck off. Awful, man.
Or you can just play some fucking Blood Bowl.
Fucking play
Which I'm
Blood
not
Bowl.
really
Be a
jacked
nerd.
at.
Be a bigger nerd, honestly. Fuck. Be a big fuck nerd. Go play Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl 2. Blood Bowl 3 is not too great.
I've heard.
But yeah, it's just... Yeah.
I can agree. I can agree at this point that there are a lot of sports games that just don't exist.
Yeah. Same thing with car games, too. If we can't put that under sports, also.
There are certain car games.
Yeah, I'm not saying all of them, but like, I'm done with Forza. I'm
Yeah.
tired of that shit.
Oh yeah, Forza gets released every year too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just about.
Just
Pretty much,
about.
yeah.
They're just car porn
No, the car porn simulator is Gran Turismo, and I will say
That one's too,
is
yeah,
the
same
sixth
thing.
spot.
Yeah, same spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think someone made a good like mindset on what's going on with like the racing games, and it's that like cars have become more of a status symbol
Yeah.
and less of a just fun car culture, fast car go vroom vroom.
Like,
There's not much of a what I call a tuner culture anymore.
No, that for some reason disappeared. I love those games though. Like, those were cool.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, because that's like the Need for Speed, like
Those
classic
Need for Speed ones,
where you have
yeah.
the tuners and the muscle cars. They're not fancy ass Lamborghinis.
No.
These are pretty generic ass cars that you just fucking.
You
jack
can
up their
actually,
engines.
yeah, you can actually go and buy these cars. And actually
can
do the same things that you're doing in this game to them. That's
You
cool.
can do the same thing in Gran Turismo. The thing is, they take it a step further for fucking car nerds who know how to fucking tune their suspension and gear ranges.
Yeah, you have to actually know how to make a car work if you want to play Gran Turismo at this point.
No, you don't know how to. You don't have to. It's just.
I know,
cars
but
go boom boom.
Vroom vroom, yeah. I don't know. I miss the tuner culture though. I do miss that. Like, I turned this fucking Mazda. I fucking turned this Prius, and I did this to it.
I always hated fucking
Oh, my
Need for Speed games though.
God.
Except for Hot Pursuit.
I mean, I have a fear of driving because of fucking Need for Speed. No, Paradise City. Is that Need for Speed?
Burnout.
Burnout. Yeah, Burnout is the
I
one that
believe
gave me
it's
car
Burnout
phobia.
Paradise.
Yeah, Burnout Paradise was the one that fucked me up.
God, that one, that was terrifying.
Because like,
Yeah.
like when I played the old Burnout games, they were fine because they were instances or races and stuff like that. But then it's like, hey, here's Burnout in an open world, and I'm just like, oh god, this is gonna spawn people. There's gonna just spawn people who are just gonna run shit and kill people, which did happen. Surprisingly enough, that the year that, if you go off of the video games cause violence statistic, there were in fact more car crashes the year Burnout Paradise came out.
Perfect.
From a 10-year study or some shit like that, which is hilarious, but you know, whether or not that's true because of Burnout Paradise, it's probably not.
Yeah. But back to like the sports thing. The reason why I don't say like all the Call of Duties don't have a reason to exist, because even though I feel Call of Duty should just go to a singular, like, you know, Counter-Strike style thing where there's the Call of Duty game for multiplayer, and then they'll just kind of like add new campaigns every now and again. But like, every time they do in Call of Duty, they do attempt to make. I mean, they're not really attempting to make a new one right now because they're just doing Modern Warfare again.
Modern Warfare again.
That's the caveat on that. It's like they're already doing fucking Modern Warfare. They've already done 3 or whatever, and then they're making 4. I don't feel like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 should have existed, because if I remember correctly, it doesn't really have a single player campaign.
I can't remember. I don't remember.
I think the new one's only on 2, right?
Oh, the re-release of 2, right? Yeah.
Well, it's not a re-release. They've literally redone it.
I was just pay-per-view release, because fuck that.
It still has price in it, but it's not.
I know, it's a different story.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, right, there is a new 3. We are on new 3.
Ah.
I don't know jack shit about it. All
I know
remember
nothing.
is they hated it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know nothing.
Yeah. Shooters and nothing.
I just remember that they remade 2 and 1 and 2, and I'm like, alright.
Yeah, no, they've just been redoing the Modern Warfare series. Again, it has price, but the story is completely different.
Very different, yeah.
I don't know how they did that.
Yeah.
How are they like, hey, you remember that Modern Warfare game that you loved the story from? Yeah, we're gonna make another Modern Warfare, but completely change the story for some fucking reason.
Is Soap still there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They only show price.
They only just keep showing price
They
because
got
for some
Ghosts. They
Ghosts
got Ghost
there.
again.
Okay, alright. He's probably dead again.
I don't know. I'm not paying for it.
And then they made a sequel for him. Ooh. Doesn't make any
Ghost doesn't even.
Call of Duty Ghost, that makes sense.
Call of Duty Ghost doesn't even have Ghost in it.
It doesn't even have Ghost in it, but it's based on him. That's the first part. It's a task force that thought he was so cool that they fucking decided to base their entire thing on it. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That game
The only good thing about that game is that we got Call of Duty Dog. The dog.
But yeah, like, you can argue they're trying to do something different every game. You can't even say that with the fucking.
So hard to say though.
With the,
Like, if Call of Duty starts saying that they start having like realistic gun noises, then I think they've hit that bad part.
oh, I'm sure they've said that before.
They probably
Honestly,
said it before, but like,
honestly, I would say Call of Duty's dead if they start doing fucking like, hey guys, we're redoing Call of Duty Black Ops. Just stop.
then just stop. Now we're just rinse and repeating like 5 or 6 games now at that point. Like, stop.
Well, I mean, they've already redone
Yeah, they've redone
all
everything.
3 of the Modern Warfares. Like, they just need to.
I know, but like,
And they have so many split-offs, you can't even keep track of which one's which now.
I just want World at War back, please. Bring World at War. Some people would say bring it Black Ops 1 original back. I didn't like Black Ops 1.
I mean, funny you say that because they did like before the restart of the Modern Warfare series, they did Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah.
That game sucked.
Sucked. God, that sucked. Yeah, I love airdrop gotcha loot boxes. Woo. Everyone loved that. Everyone loved the Black Nazis. Fucking Christ. That made sense. Like, how tone deaf can we be? How bad can we be? Speaking of Call of Duty games, it sucks that the Battlefield series is not doing well, and in my opinion, the main heyday was Battlefield 3 and 4. I don't know, some people would still probably say Battlefield, Bad Company? Yeah, Bad Company was the heyday of Battlefield.
Bad Company 2 is the best Battlefield game.
Yeah, Bad Company 2, and Bad Company Pacific? It's the one weird one, 19...
You're talking about the Vietnam one.
19 something, yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, 19. Oh right, yeah. Battlefield 19 something.
Something. Like, that was heyday of Battlefield, and now it's just gone. And I'm totally fine. I am not a super big fan of Battlefield. I am not a big fan of it. I absolutely hated Bad Company. Both the games, I'm sorry. I know, but then again, I hate Battlefield in general. I hope the game series dies. I hope it dies. I was never a big fan of it.
Bad Company actually had a worthwhile campaign.
It did. It really did. Yes. It really did.
I played 3's campaign and I was bored, and then I played 4's campaign and I couldn't even finish it. I was so fucking bored.
Compared to Call of Duty games, Call of Duty games, like, Call of Duty had a good, really good start, and fuck, when did it go bad? Probably after
Ghost.
Black Ops 2. Yeah,
Ghost is when it went bad for me.
Yeah.
Ghost is when they just completely lost something. I'm not sure exactly what it was, But I remember hating playing.
What was before Ghost? What was the game before that?
It was, I believe it was Black Ops.
Okay. Oh, 3. 3 was for me. It was 3. I did buy Ghost, and yeah, I hated it. Also, but yeah.
Ghost is fucking terrible.
Ghost is terrible. It doesn't even have an ending.
Oh wait, no, Ghost was after Black Ops 2.
Okay, so then it was Ghost then. Yeah, then Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, because after Ghost was then Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
And then Black Ops 3, which honestly I don't remember anything of Black Ops 3. Then Infinite Warfare, which honestly kind of had some fun stuff going on, but like no one wanted to play that game at that point.
Yeah.
It was garbage. And then, yeah, right, there is a Black Ops 4.
There's a 4?
There is a 4. I do remember this.
Whoa.
I don't remember anything about that game.
Lucky 4.
I know.
Holy shit.
But yeah, for me,
could I say Mortal Kombat 1 remake?
Are you talking about Mortal Kombat 1?
Yeah, this one, yeah.
We're talking about the one that just got released?
Yeah. It's hard to
kinda
say.
needs to exist. I would say that they just did not do a good job with it.
I agree, yeah.
It's lacking a lot of creativity. The cameo summons are really
They're the main character. They're the main characters.
they feel so underbaked though.
Yeah, they're underbaked, but they're the main character. Like, is your character like, oh, who do you main? It's like you're not maining a main character. You're maining a cameo.
Yeah, basically. Even though there's like cameos that are clearly superior.
Oh, especially the newer ones. Yeah.
I know. It's
absolutely.
Like all these
just
cameos
stance.
switch up their.
Yeah, the stance changing cameos, like they're so much fucking more superior.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we're just combining 3 cameos into one now.
Yeah, it's
just completely breaking the balance of cameos.
Like, fuck, dude.
I mean,
I think it's just a bad game.
The naming convention is stupid.
Yeah, I think it's just a bad game. I think it deserves to exist, but it's just a bad game. And yeah, the convention.
They should have restarted and done the movie universe where everything doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Everyone's power is freaking awakened.
I mean, I appreciate that they've now officially like foolproofed the Mortal Kombat series to do what they're doing now. Because now they can literally make up any storyline for Mortal Kombat and it would make sense because, well, we now have just different dimensions, time warping, yada 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 bullshit. But
they can reset the timeline where they fucking want.
They could do it again and it would make sense because that's how they set up the story. But like, it's really just the game itself. They did not do a good job. It is not balanced. There's power creep to all hell and back. It's just the game itself. People like the main story, and I can totally see that. Yeah, people like the main story. The only one who knows the story is Captain. He's the only one who's seen it so far.
Maybe I'll play it someday.
Maybe we'll play it someday. But yeah, it's just a bad game.
As Ross Scott would say, once it goes down to the price of a sandwich, I'll buy it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, absolutely. Because yeah, and also unfortunately it is a Warner Brother game, and we know that Warner Brother likes to ruin their own game, which they have done a lot of times. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 is the same boat as Justice League. Kill the Justice League. Kind of the same boat. Just
very similar boat.
Yeah, just not a lot of polish. Could have done better. Is it bad? Yeah. Should it die? It exists. It can. I don't like it, but it can. Yeah, there's a couple games. There's a couple. What about the Joker content? I mean, definitely not my Joker.
I've heard it's really bad.
Oh, is
But
it?
I mean, like, I've heard it's pretty bad. And I mean, to be fair, I already assumed the game was dead already. In fact,
Yeah.
the fact that they were actually doing seasonal edition content.
Agree. Yeah, mind-boggling to us. Yeah.
I was expecting DLC, but for them just to call it, you know, like, just like, you know, Suicide Squad, some like DLC title.
Yeah.
You know, some kind of expansion style thing.
Yeah.
Not seasonal content.
Yeah. And it's like season 1 kicks off with the Joker. It's like a character? It's like, whoa. What the fuck? It's 1, there's seasons, and 2, you're adding entire characters. Fucking mind-boggling. It's insane. That's unfortunate that it sounds like it's bad, but not surprised. Oh, these horse dudes have way too much. But yeah, I mean, that's just what we get with a Warner Brothers game at this point, right?
True.
I like, it's like, I'm not saying like NetherRealm's game. No, fucking wait, Kill the Just Look again. I always forget. Rocksteady.
It's Rocksteady, right?
Yeah. It's like I don't say it's a Rocksteady game. I say it's a Warner Brothers game.
Please tell me this is a joke.
What? What's funny?
Hey.
Choo-choo-chong.
Huh? What about Choo Choo Charles? Oh god. I like Choo Choo Charles. How dare you?
Not what I said.
I know, I can't hear you. I'm trying to not die. I can't hear things. This game's loud. I tried turning it down and I didn't turn it down enough. Okay. I'm not doing better. I got a little bit further. I'm down to 9 enemies. Now it's just me beating up idiots. Damn it. I didn't want that move to come out and it came out anyway. Damn it. I just care about the DC, or I might play their game. Again, yeah, I'm not a fan of DC Universe, but I still like the characters.
I feel like this has to be an April Fool's joke. They're adding Cheech and Chong
Oh, Cheech and Chong.
into Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone.
That's gotta be April Fool's.
It's gotta be, right?
That can't be real.
I don't even know. Like,
That can't be real.
Cheech and Chong.
You don't know who Cheech and Chong are?
Sorry, I don't.
Oh, hey man. Come on, man.
Oh man, come on.
Come on, man.
Saying that does not help me.
They're right beside Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg. Because I hope you.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
They are
The movie.
some of the biggest names in
Basically comedy.
marijuana idols.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, the movie.
Smoke.
Yeah, movie Cheech and Chong, and yeah, it's.
Cheech and Chong are set to arrive in COD on Saturday, April 20th, aka 420.
Because of course they are.
Yeah, of course.
But,
Sounds about honestly like have you seen the skins in Modern Warfare 3?
No,
I haven't.
I haven't.
It's
That bad.
it really just kind of shows where these games are going. They don't care anymore.
Yeah.
They don't want their skins to make sense. It's like, oh, you think you're playing a military shooter?
Nah.
No, you're playing fucking all games are Fortnite now.
Yeah. Playing with cartoon
Apparently,
characters.
there's some type of finisher where they have a double barrel open and blow weed smoke through it and kill a dude. No gunshot or anything, but that's what happens there. And then further in, they headshot people and they turn them into blunts. They're just all over. Not even headshots, just people dying.
People dying.
Let's look at these Modern Warfare. Look at these Modern Warfare skins. All right, that looks like a character from fucking Diablo. That's Ash Williams.
He thinks. Let's be real.
That's Skeletor.
He does not.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
You lost us at Skeletor.
Yeah, no.
You lost.
Actually, we have 3 colors of Skeletor.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Lilith is definitely. That is literally Alucard, and actually that is the most disgusting Alucard I've ever seen. What the fuck is that?
Yell it.
I can't even... On the image. Copy image. Main chat. Look at this. Stare at it.
Don't think I want to. Oh.
I have to see this thing. I have to see this. Hold on.
Oh, that is like horror game.
Oh. Oh.
What the fuck?
What is wrong with your face? What's wrong with your face? That fucking.
Why did they make him out of stop animation play?
Oh, yeah, there's something off about it. Ugh.
Got that in the game.
Ugh.
The witch, I don't know what the witch is. That's just a monkey. This guy's name is Blunt Fingers, covered in weed.
Okay.
Yeah, Laura Croft. There's 2 bunnies called McHips and McHops.
Okay, you can stop.
No, I'm not
it.
done yet. We got. I'm assuming there's a rapper named Big Steppa. We also got 21 Savage. There's Nicki Minaj. You ever want to play Nicki Minaj in Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Too bad you can now.
I would like to have
Oh,
a
yeah,
say in this, but I guess
there's Snoop Dogg.
Duh.
Yeah.
every
So
day.
we were saying that the Modern Warfare 3 game definitely deserves to exist, right? That's what we
Actually, I need to emphasize, there is the Snoop Dogg skin and the D-O-double-G skin. Yes, they're both Snoop Dogg.
I'm gonna go get a soda.
I'm gonna go have a smoke.
I'll be right back.
I'm not done yet.
I'll come back to listen. Give me a minute.
I might be offended about that one. Fuck is Vega? All this surrounded by just. Why would you have a skin in this game? Kevin Durant. That skin's ugly as fuck. That skin looks stupid. Oh, now we have Hip and Hops again. That's the shredder.
Okay,
think
all
that's
right.
from some-
I have a question.
Yes.
It's the only way to justify this. Is the D-O-double-G one a pimp outfit?
The two skins are the same skin, just the DOGG one is purple.
I tried. I really did.
Snoop Dogg is white and gold. DOGG is purple and gold.
Is it
It's
a pimp?
the same outfit.
Is it a pimp outfit?
I mean, I don't know whether you consider it a pimp outfit, but it's just purple.
I don't know. I'd have to see a picture.
I'm sad. I just put one in main chat.
No. No.
It's just purple.
It is. That is. What even is this?
DOGG, Snoop Dogg.
Like, it's 1990s Snoop Dogg with sunglasses, but he has now modern Snoop Dogg, so it's showing his age with his outfit.
I don't know. We have the musician Izzy. We have two cats' faces. One of them is Sergeant Sprinkles. The other is Sergeant. Pss, 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 pss.
Okay.
Got Homelander. Plays Homelander in Call of Duty now.
Go, yeah. Oh boy.
That guy's on fire. This skin is called Ghost Senpai. It doesn't necessarily look bad or anything, but it's called that. This skin is just the Screamer Tim the Tatman.
Okay.
Got Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant.
That one Kevin Durant fan.
We got another version of skins for Mr. Pips and Mr. Pops. We got the Shredder. Got the Shredder. See the good Ninja Turtle back. Got the Shredder.
Got Shredder. Gotta have Shredder.
That's also a shitty skin.
Bomb.
Hustle. Kind of funny how the Burger Guy ish they look.
Probably the best.
It's like it was like the ones down here. Like there are some stupid ones, but they all look pretty military shooter. And the further I go up, the just dumber it gets. It just gets increasingly dumber the further up I go. And this isn't even talking about like gun skins.
Yeah.
Because those also exist.
Yeah.
They're also bad looking.
I like Snoop Dogg, but just I think Snoop Dogg is honestly a pretty good guy. I get that.
I didn't show you guys Skeletor.
No, yeah, it's just why is
It's Skeletor with a gun.
what even?
Fuck you, He-Man.
What even? What even version of Skeletor is this?
Fuck you, He-Man.
Fuck you.
I mean,
I think I'm winning this battle.
it looks, granted, the worst skin in here is Alucard. That looks fucking weird.
Yeah, that just looks awful. I don't know what the
However,
fuck.
this looks stupid as well.
Yeah, that's a little. say that you could see them from a mile away. That's for fucking sure. Like, I'm blending in. It's like, no, you're not.
Look at my camo, He-Man.
It really is what these games are nowadays.
Oh.
It is.
What they are.
I mean, like,
What they be.
the occasional times I see Valorant gun skins, I'm just like, these are so dumb.
That's what those games have become now. Is this what they wanted? I don't know. Probably. This is what the fans needed and wanted.
Yes, this is... Wait, what?
Wow.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Is this an... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, why? I don't know which one. You can't just see that! So we got... Oh, these are war skins. Yes, that doesn't make any sense. Hey guys, what skin line they added?
No. No.
No.
What? No. No.
No. So much no. Why? That looks awful.
Here's the Juggernaut skin.
I need a good look on that one. Get my look. I don't even know what that is. What is Ultramar's face? It's not a face.
It's the skin for the Juggernaut, which is orange, I guess.
Hey, guess what? It's not over yet. You wanna know what's the worst
Why
fucking
does the
name?
Battle Sister just look like Saya?
Really does.
You wanna know which one I hate? I hate the name of this.
Poor Kazakins. The worst part is, they probably made this when Kazarkin was not fucking even availably trademarked. That's probably the worst part. Because they're not supposed to be called Kazarkins anymore. You now call them Kazarkins. But they lost the right to call them that. They're now called like not Hellblasters. Some sort of rapid fire name. I forget what it's called. It's actually in Roadtrip. But Hot Lads, that's it. Hot Lads. Yeah. So it's like that's what pisses me off even more. It's like, how did Call of Duty get the right to still use gold acid? Fuck off.
Hey, you wanna see the fucking calling card you can have?
That's just
Disrespectful to buy this for money.
you just die. Just die.
You have a tactical head that's a servo scope. What do the other ones have? Also, you can't fucking see it in the Space Marine ones, but they have fucking chain swords.
Alright, well, I lost, so hang on, let me take a look at this shit. Hang on. I need. All
I'm
right,
bad.
so
I wouldn't look.
the Space Marine Scout looks awful.
Yeah, oh, it fucking does.
Like he's
By
so
the way,
tiny.
there's a Blood Angels version.
No. Yeah, the Scout is probably the worst one of these that I've seen so far.
I don't know. You
I
haven't looked at the face of the Battle Sister.
I don't understand this Juggernaut skin because like there are
Juggernaut, just riot shield and fucking
like there
minigun.
are similarities. Like I understand what they're going for. This is supposed to be a Blade Guard get veteran, but the helmet's wrong, the pad is wrong, the shield is hella fucking wrong. Even the legs, he's got weird legs. Like something's wrong on this guy. And he has an iron halo, which Blade Guard veterans don't have halos. That's unless you're a captain, which there are no Blade Guard veteran captains, so that'd be even worse. I don't know why they have a fucking laser eye beam on a battle sister. I don't. Sure, whatever. The arm pads are wrong, but I can't see on anything under that. But yeah, that freaking angers me. I'm not even gonna talk about the Kazarkin. He's part of the 120. Cool. That's a made up one. Good job. I see the 1-2. You can't be part of the 12 because they're dead. Can't be part of that. So it's got to be 120.
Get rid of the calling card.
But yeah, like, ugh. These are awful looking. Bad. So bad.
I know.
I feel like the Scout one really is the one that pisses me off. Like that
the thing is that they're based on characters, so this has to look like Scorch.
I'm tired of Royal Rumble games.
I know Games Workshop doesn't fucking care about their goddamn game license anymore, but for the fucking people who actually enjoy the fucking series.
So unfortunate. So unfortunate. It's like it's just sad, man. It's just sad. And then the fact that they're like, Cadia stands as a calling card. It's like, fuck off.
How dare you?
How dare you? Like, be something generic at least. Like, do like, I shall know no fear, or just some of the other, like, amazing quotes. You decide to use
in the name of the Emperor.
In the name of the Emperor. Just other things.
For the Emperor. Like, just something like that.
Something like that. Don't go for Cadia. One, there's not a single motherfucker in Call of Duty who knows what the fuck Cadia is. Unless you somehow have the weird likes of Call of Duty and Warhammer. like that. But, like, come on.
I know, especially because the pack doesn't even mention Cadia in it. It just says Astra Militarum.
Yeah.
It could have been anywhere. It could have been anything.
Could have been anything.
At least there's no tech priest.
There is no tech priest.
No tech priest yet.
you have.
Wait for that second round of Warhammer 40k fucking bullshit in it. It's laughing. He's really laughing.
This is gonna be bad, isn't it?
It's not 40k.
What? What even is that?
It's a fucking stone statue of some kind. It looks terrible.
It's supposed to be Caesar or fucking one of them. One of the emperors of the Roman Empire or some bullshit.
I guess I don't fucking know. This website sucks. It's probably taking all of my data. In all honesty.
Probably. Most likely. Man, that's all you did. Okay, I think I get better with you, but I have no idea.
It's terrible. Skins. The art of skins is dead.
It used to mean something, man.
It did.
It used to mean something. Yeah, that has just been. That just feels awful.
Well, hey, don't worry, because I couldn't find any more dumb skins.
That's good.
Just because you stopped looking doesn't mean there aren't more.
I know they're not there, but the website I was on just doesn't have anything else for me, so
Also,
you get away this time.
Also, just because we can't see them doesn't mean that they still can't hurt us. Even if we don't know what they are, they can still touch and hurt. It's awful. What even does this item do? I need to learn the secrets of this fucking Tujimon Battle Royale thing here. You figure this shit out. Hey Gary, I need to talk to you.
They're just XP items.
Give fighter a gift. What should I give? Here's this. Okay, that only got him like a couple of levels. And I really have just a bunch of weirdos. Not you, Mr. Masterkiss, you're fine. Keep what you're doing. Everyone else is a weirdo. The best. Just says read. Oh, cool.
Unexhaust your companions. I don't know. Maybe the
Okay, that
maybe the
gave
trainer thing.
Okay, that gave the companionship, so that's cool. Okay. Alright. Have a smoke. Smoke. Don't smoke. Smoking kills.
Too late.
Alright, cool, we're good. We were cool enough. What is the secret? What am I doing wrong? Patriarch, Godawara, what am I doing wrong? Tell me your ways. Gotta tell me, man. Have to help me. What am I doing wrong? You know, I was joking that I had to learn, like, the battle meta or some shit, but maybe I do have to actually learn it. Oh, this is a timer? Oh shit, I have to wait 7 minutes. I guess I can look at some stuff. Let's see. What is this shit called? I gotta go back to the lodge. Or lobby. Reception. I need to go back. Got a really annoying text message. Hang on. Draft? 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 Okay, it's gone. Message sage apps draft. What? What?
Did you accidentally hit spacebar and then back out of a conversation?
I don't know. Okay, weird. Alright. So is it just called Arena? Is this just the Arena, or... You know, it should be called something different. Hang on. Hell Team Rumble. There you go. Hell Team Rumble. Fuck. There you go. Here's a guide. Thank you. Oh, it's on this website. Ah, fuck me. I'm not gonna learn anything. I'm gonna have to read through like 50 things of text to actually find the answer I'm looking for. Da-da-da-da. Uh-huh. 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 Sure. Okay, there's a lot of characters that I don't have. Where do you get these characters? How do you get these characters? Are you one of those other bad websites? Yes, you are. You literally use the exact same format. Fuck off! God, just give me a game fact. Thank you. God, the only reliable fucking website, I swear sometimes.
Has been around forever.
Fuck. Okay. To get 3 recruits from each of the 4 recruiters. Very expensive. Loads of sub-stories. Coliseum Libby. Fighter. Oh, Casino. Okay, I knew there was another one. Where are you? This dude, Castle Sinistry. I knew I was missing a recruiter. I just couldn't remember where they were. Can't be more than 3. There can't be 3 recruiters. I remember there were 4th. We're in the casino. The second floor. See if I can get some extra characters. Will they make a difference? No. Do I want them? Yes. You! Hello, Oil Baron. I forgot you existed. Get me. Who do we get? Okay, there's Chicken Head. Alright, doesn't mention him. Hi. Chicken Man. A boxer shrouded in mystery who apparently has a side gig as a film industry. Or in the film industry. Though he becomes frightened in unfavorable situations. He's aggressive. Alright. Does that mean that the other guy comes from you too? I don't know his actual name is like Sheephead. Yep, Sheepman. Hi. Mixed martial artist shrouded in mystery who apparently has a side gig in the film industry. Same thing. Sells when the chips are down. The worst situation is the more he shows his strength. Okay. You done? Earning quite the fame. I'll see you as I promised. My fee's 3 mil. Okay, you still have 1 more.
Nah.
Oh. Hi, Sugiura. Why are you here? When did you get here? Former member of a band of thieves in Camarocho. He's known for his acrobatic fighting style based on capoeira. Capoeira. Not only does he have an attack that stuns enemies, he's an aggressive fighter who boldly pursues. They're all my fighters. Okay, thank you. Gambling matches. Blah blah. other points there. Hmm. Maybe this Reddit post? Apparently they made Sugiura fucking cracked. Okay. Everyone keeps saying the fucking DLC people. I don't have the DLC. I don't have Majima, Saijima, and Daigo. Sorry.
Reap.
Furry Convention, Sheep Man and Chicken Man. And then the 2 filler queens, which is Godawara and Hammerhead. Definitely be replaced with some better generalists like Gary Buster. Anything really helps. You really need your health, attack, and heat upgrades max. Going to fights drunk. The Boner Brigade and the Furry Con got me wheezed. Okay. Alright. Okay. Apparently Mr. Masochist distracts enemies. Alright. The ones I picked out as for fill-ins was Kamiyama and Brave. I hate Kamiyama. Okay, this could technically work out. I don't mind this setup. Let's go try it out. I'm gonna go eat a bowl of syrup. Okay, take it down. Have a good night. Have a good night, dude. Alright, I'm gonna try out this group. It better work, or I want my money back. I want my money back.
Give me my money back.
Money back. I'm gonna have to quick level up a couple people, so Fighter's Lounge. Good thing I have a lot of money. I know what you did last summer, Ames. Yeah, I did nothing. I definitely didn't go see that movie either. Mr. Masochist, I need to talk to you. Hello. What should I do with Mr. Masochist? He's fine. He's in his element. He's okay. That's what he lives for. Okay, that got him to 13. Have to do this one at a time. Got him to 16.